Ladies and gentlemen of the worldwide internet, welcome to Myth Brigade. Tonight, we have a very special story for you that's going to thrill and entertain you and then completely fucking ruin your childhood. Byron, ruin their childhood, please.
All right, guys, welcome to Myth Brigade. Boy, do we have a treat today. Jason's been on my ass since about 2 years ago to run this bad boy on stream, and I've run this for a lot of good players, but this is going to be off the charts. This is going to be insane. So prepare to experience something you've never quite had before, I guess. And so welcome to Myth Brigade. We're going to go around the horn here real quick and get this party started as fast as we can. I'd like to do a big, huge welcome for Tim. Playing, tell us who you're playing today, Tim. Tell us a little bit about you. Why are you here? Like, how did we kidnap you in a white van or something?
I'm here to play with friends of mine that I met at Chaosium Con and new friends alike, and I'm really glad to be here. I'm obviously playing Winnie the Pooh or somebody with jaundice. I can't quite decide which one, but one of those two things is accurate.
I just spit beer all over my screen. That's not fair. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I am a mental health therapist by trade, and I'm a certified geek therapist as well. And yeah, I'm on TikTok at Gemini Rooster if people want to follow.
Oh yeah, welcome, Tim. We are happy to have you here. And Tim, who should go next? I'm going to let you pick. Who do you want to know about?
Well, I know a bunch of you already, but somebody in the Discord decided to say that we were maybe best friends now, so I'm going to go with Steve.
You're muted.
I am. Yeah, we didn't know it before we started, but Tim and I are now best friends. I actually missed the question because I was muted.
You're good. Who are you playing today? And what excites you about this game?
As you can see by my outfit, I am playing Winnie the Pooh. I'm just playing Eeyore because that's what I do. I'm excited. Honestly, I've enjoyed playing every other game that we've played. I feel like I'm kind of typecast as being just me, but gonna be great. That'll make it really easy. I'm really happy that we have a bunch of therapists on with us because we'll probably have to talk about some shit right after this. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Steve. And yeah, you are kind of typecast as like the overly depressed guy or whatever, right? But I think you'll do great.
Method actor, really,
Method actor, right? And my wonderful compatriot that I've not seen in way too damn long, Len. Welcome. Who are you today?
Firstly, I'm muted, so I'll fix that. Today, I am playing Piglet. Teeny tiny, extremely fast, and extremely anxious, just like me in real life.
See, Steve, you're not the only one typecast.
Yeah. I'm small, I'm angry and anxious, and that fits the bill. Yeah, man, it's been way too long. It's really good to see everybody. Holy crap.
Yes. Cool. And the wonderful Tigger, Mr. Mike Estes, also been way too damn long.
It really has. I'm happy to be here. We did, so the last stream I did was the horror one shot we did a couple of weeks ago, which was an absolute blast, and I'm looking forward to having my childhood destroyed.
You're welcome. And new reoccurring character here, Tommy, going with Rue.
Yeah, I'm Tommy. I'm also a mental health therapist to real life, or at least I pretend to be. This is my second game with Myth Brigade, and I'm pretty excited. I'll be playing Rue, a chirpy little kangaroo.
Sweet. And last but not least, Thorg, my partner in crime, the babysitter for Blocks Girl.
She lived.
Barely.
It's a lot harder to whistle with these on.
Right.
I'm playing Gopher because I blow stuff up. I'm not part of this book.
All right, cool. Well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and do just a little bit of bookkeeping thing here, real quick, to let you guys know how this game kind of operates. So, because it operates outside of just the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu rules a little bit, but mostly just because good roleplay typically comes out of this game, and I like to reward that the best that I can. So, the first thing is most of the characters of Winnie the Pooh have catchphrases that you can particularly hear them say if you've ever watched any episodes or sessions or whatever you want to call it, or movies or whatever, read any books even about Winnie the Pooh. They have some catchphrases. There are a few characters that don't, but most of you do. Those are located on your character sheet on the backstory side under traits, or right around there. You'll have a catchphrase if you have one. And then, of course, there's a little physical description for you that I pretty much stole right off the interwebs. So, so there's that. You'll realize real quickly that if you've ever played Call of Cthulhu, that your characteristics and statistics are not near as good as if you were just even a basic investigator. You know, you are small stuffed animals in an imaginary world. That is just actually true, but it's not imaginary to you. So with the catchphrases, what's going to happen is if you use your catchphrase during a time when you are about to roll, you will get to roll with a bonus die. So anybody that doesn't know what that means, it just means you click the little bonus die on roll 20 and it should do it. Worst case scenario, can't find it, just roll again. Go with whichever one is the better of the roll, which of course you're trying to roll equal to or lower than your statistic for your thing. And then there are, let's see, I think only 2 other characters that I need to address specifically. And one of those is going to be Gopher. So Gopher is quote unquote not in the book. If you've ever watched any episodes of Winnie the Pooh, they have Gopher in them. And the reason why is because he is actually the only one that's an actual Disney character that's been added to the characters of Winnie the Pooh. And he can, like Deadpool, break the 4th wall. He can go outside of the 100-acre wood. He can come up anywhere he wants in the 100-acre wood with a willpower check and so forth. So he has the ability to go down and come back up wherever he wants to, whether that be inside the 100-acre wood or in the real world. And so that becomes important probably at one particular place. And as you might not expect, Gopher does have dynamite. And then the other character that is the most interesting one that I think is Tigger. Tigger, Mike, you will see on Tigger's character sheet. Let's see, I'll pull up here real quick just so I can see it, so I know where to tell you it is. On a skill on the right hand top corner, he has a skill called Tigger's Do Best. And you might ask, well, what does that mean? What that means is with a 35% chance, he can do anything that he says, as long as he says the phrase, because that's what Tiggers do best. And you can feel free to come up with whatever that means, because that's the leeway that you get in this. So with that, anybody have any last questions or anything? And then we're going to get this party started.
Ready to go?
We're all muted.
Roll.
Somebody's muted.
All I have to say is, oh, dear. What?
Yay!
Another day.
Okay.
I go steal from Rabbit.
So now we will descend into the 100-acre wood. In the heart of the 100-acre wood, a bright and cheerful day is dawning. The sun is peeking through the trees, casting golden rays across the soft grassy fields. Birds chirping merrily, and a gentle breeze is rustling the leaves, filling the air with excitement and a sense of anticipation. Something special is happening today, something that has all of Pooh's friends buzzing about with happy happiness and smiles. As we begin, we find ourselves in Piglet's cozy little house, the air filled with the scent of fresh honey cakes and the soft sound of whispering. As the preparations come together, the friends share a happy glance. They can't wait to see the look on Kanga's face when she sees the surprises that they've made for her birthday party that they're hosting as a surprise on the other side of the 7 pines. I'm sorry, 6 pines. Excuse me. I should look at my own map, I guess. The camera slowly pans closer to Piglet's house, capturing the warm glow of friendship, and excitement fills the room. And with that, what are you guys doing? You guys are getting ready for Kanga's birthday party on the other side of the 6 pines. What are you guys making? What are you bringing as a present?
I made a little heart that says, I love mommy.
I have just like the biggest basket full of all of the acorns that it can carry because they're my favorite, and obviously they're everyone else's favorite as well.
Why don't you give me a strength roll? We can see how many acorns you can carry.
Oh no, that's gonna be not a lot, friend.
Nope.
I have like 1 in each hand, and they're just for me.
That's a lot, though. It's a lot of acorns. How about anybody else? Anybody else making any fun things?
Well, Tigger made a cake.
Cool. Tigger.
Tigger made a cake. Does Tigger have the skill in baking by any chance?
I do, because that's what Tiggers do best.
Go ahead. Give me your Tigger's do best roll to see what kind of cake Tigger has made.
It's not a very good cake, but it is cake.
It is cake, but as you're bouncing, it just kind of slides and falls apart into a pile of stuff on the floor.
Yeah, Tiggers are good at making cake, but not bouncing with cakes.
Oh, bother. Well, I've made a very beautiful finger painting of a honey pot. For Rabbit, I'm sure he'll love it. Indeed. Oh, boy, oh, boy. And don't worry, Tigger. I have a certain proclivity for eating things, whether they're on the floor or not.
Pooh, why don't you give me a roll to see how your finger painting goes? See what it looks like. Oh, it looks pretty good. So is it just what's the painting look like?
Oh, it's a honey pot, and it's messy on top, but not on the ground, so I don't make Rabbit upset.
Nice. What about Eeyore? Eeyore, what have you made for Kanga?
Muted.
It doesn't say you're muted though.
Oh, bother.
Oh, I was muted. That makes a lot more sense. Honestly, I was surprised it was invited. It wasn't someone else. So I did bring a pink ribbon like I have in my tail, but I don't even remember if Rue has a tail. It's real nice, though. I like it.
Awesome. And what about Gopher?
Well, doing what gophers do best. Digging a canal and making a pond. Fishy pond.
Okay.
So, since I'm not
Cool.
in this book, I'm just going to be digging, building.
Okay. Gonna be digging a little canal.
Before they get to the 6 pines, you hear a kaboom.
So that's interesting that you would point that out. Why don't we? So can everybody see the map on Roll20 of the 100-acre wood? So you guys do know where all this stuff is, but as you can imagine, sometimes you guys get lost a lot actually. And so Gopher, if you're going to try to go over to the other side of the 6 pines, you'll see there's like a little, almost looks like a maybe even a little stream or whatever that crosses right above the trees on the other side of the 6 pines. Give me a willpower check to see if you can choose where you come out. I guess it'd be a power roll. Sorry, I play too many systems. Okay. So you go down and you come up.
That's a heck.
And there are a bunch of sandy. Doesn't really look like the other side of the six spines very well. But you see a bunch of little rabbits kind of jumping around and so forth, just hopping, so forth. There's a ton of them, probably 30, 40. They're very small, though. Seem to be having a good time. Give me a spot hidden check. I love it.
Sorry.
Sorry, I thought I was going to mean to kill you with this character sheet. Got it?
There it is. Yeah, found it.
Cool. So as you are standing there, you look off to your left, the left-hand corner of the map, and you see something you've never quite seen before. The sky in that area is getting dark, kind of shadowy, overcast.
Which way?
To the top left, or call it the northwest, for that matter. As you look in that general direction, near where the compass is on the map, it seems to be dark and a little foreboding in that area, and the smell of like rain. Should you go back down?
Yes.
Okay. So you pop back over at Piglet's house. That's where you came from, so no need to roll to get there. How are you guys going to get to the Six Pines? Walk?
I'm gonna hop.
I'm gonna bounce.
Guess I'll just tag along behind.
I'm gonna just almost piggyback on Winnie the Pooh because I'm very small.
I'm going to follow through the woods with Piglet.
Who is leading this expedition? And I'm assuming Gopher is like rejoining the group.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, for now, but I might pop back down.
Okay, let me know if you do.
Walking above ground is a little weird.
So who's the leader of the party?
I suppose I'll walk. Since I'm closest, I know the way the best, I think, maybe.
Cool. Why don't you give me a navigation roll?
I can do that.
Pooh?
I stop for a moment as I near the way I always know, and I just want to confirm in my brain that I definitely know that way. So I think in order to do so. All right. And what do I click again to do the advantage?
You should just be able to. Just click it and then you'll roll advantage afterwards if it's necessary.
Got you.
28's a success, so you could re-roll. See where it says bonus there at the bottom? You can just click that again. All right, so the 28's going to be the good. So you're managing to find your way pretty well. So you guys travel along for a little while. The ground is covered with a variety of pine needles, as you would expect in a pine forest, right? And some leaves and so forth. It's a summer day, we'll call it. And you're going along just fine and making your way as you get to the other side of the Six Pines. There is a massive tablecloth spread out over the ground, a picnic tablecloth, as a matter of fact, a large pot of honey, what looks like honey at least, sitting on the picnic thing. And there are some books holding down the corners. The breeze is blowing maybe a little different than normal, but nothing that stokes any suspicion or anything. And this is where you would be expecting to meet Kanga. You can assume that she's already been here due to the fact that this is all set up because you guys were going to have a picnic lunch here. But you don't see her. Pooh, why don't you give me a power check, because you see that big pot of honey and it looks pretty tasty, and you just walked all the way from Piglet's house.
There's a rumbly, my tumbly, I'm sure.
Oh,
Where? Would you look at that? There's a pot of honey.
but you did use one of your catch.
Property.
You did use a catchphrase though, so you could do your bonus die on that.
Okay. Yep.
Unfortunately, not any better.
It would be a shame for it to go to waste.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe you don't think that Kanga's gotten kidnapped by a heffalump or a woozle?
No. Just left us some honey.
Well, okay. Well,
It's going to be okay, Piglet. We'll just wait for Kanga. Obviously, they were just here to set this up, right?
well, you know, it could be a heffalump trap. Might want to be a little bit careful, Pooh. It's something. Oh, I think Piglet's like hiding behind Pooh as you approach the picnic
Oh,
table.
there, Piglet. Obviously, they set this up for just Kanga set this up just for us, and they'll be back soon. I'm sure they just tunneled off.
Maybe she went back home.
There's no reason to be worried. Maybe she didn't know it was her birthday.
Eeyore, I really like your power of positive thinking now.
Temporary.
Mama will be here. She'll never miss her birthday. Hop, 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 hop.
So, Pooh, you wander over to the honey pot. Its lid is slightly ajar, making your ability to reach in and get some of the honey pretty easy.
I'm just going to straighten this up a minute, just get it ready for everybody. And the next thing you see is Pooh. You see like honey dripping off of Pooh's little stub as he's licking that off.
Nice. So you start eating some of the honey, and give me a. Let's see here. What would be good for this? Let's do.
Roll for diabetes.
I do have.
He's got the sugar foot.
Again with the beer, man.
Let's do an intelligence. Let's do an intelligence roll.
This isn't beer. This is moonshine.
Makes it so much better.
Nope.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty tasty. It's very sweet, fresh, perhaps maybe. And you start just shoveling the honey into your mouth.
Is that all that's here is honey?
Yeah, there's just like a pot of honey. There's like books on the corner of the things. You don't really see any evidence of Kanga other than the fact that clearly she's been here.
Well, maybe she went back home. I'm going to jump back in the ground and try to go back to Kanga's house and see if she went back.
Okay, cool. Why don't you go ahead and give me a willpower check to see if you can navigate, or you can use navigate. You can use either one. POW, yes, POW or navigate.
You're going to give me the option.
Man.
Oh, man, we're going to get Garett rolls here.
This is going to be amazing. All
Can't wait
right.
till I blow myself up.
Yeah, with the dynamite. Yeah, that's
Maybe I end up in Rabbit's house.
maybe save your rolls. Yeah, so you do end up at Rabbit's house actually. So and his garden is just actually you pop up in his garden and ruining a bunch of his carrots and stuff like that. That's perfect. So you tear up a little bit of his house. His
On
shed
purpose.
his shed
Like-
doors are hanging open wide. You don't really see any evidence that he's here. His rake is in the middle of the yard.
Lazy.
Okay. What is anybody else doing while you're looking around? Pooh's eating honey.
I will look around more. Like,
Gopher dug down. Sure. She look around a little more at rabbits.
mm-hmm. I'm
Okay.
grabbing vegetables to take back.
Absolutely.
Tigger has set down his like plate of half cake on the blanket, and he's just bouncing around with Rue.
Okay. Give me a jump check. See how high you can get.
Oh yeah, super high.
Perfect. Why don't you go ahead and give me a spot hidden from your high vantage point?
Yeah, so Tigger starts bouncing as high as he can, trying to have a little competition with Rue. And while he's up there, he probably doesn't see very much.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't see very much. He's looking at Rue as he's bouncing up and down, having a good old time. Clearly, Rue is not able to beat you at bouncing. Although, Tommy, go ahead and give me Rue. Go ahead and give me a jump check. We'll see if you could beat that 49. You might actually out jump Tigger. No, unfortunately. Tigger's just way too good at that. Way too
Really good
at
at
it.
jumping. Yeah.
This seems like a day for mediocrity.
Yeah. Piglet, why don't you give me? What are you looking around? Like, what's Piglet doing here?
I think Piglet is pacing kind of in like a square around the quilts that is laid out and like checking each of the corners, making sure that everything is like tampered down and like wringing his little hands and looking around. Piglet is very nervous.
Okay, give me a spot hidden.
Struggling to roll tonight.
Too busy brushing ants off of the. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh Tigger, you're gonna get the cake everywhere, and then if you just stop bouncing on the blanket, and okay.
I can't stop bouncing on the blanket. Bouncing is what Tiggers do best.
Oh, fair enough.
So Piglet doesn't necessarily have any catchphrases, but you're doing pretty good with the behavior of Piglet there. So why don't you go ahead and use a bonus die on that spot hidden roll?
What is
that makes it worse, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, you're finding everything. There's a little bit of water. It's a little wet on the edge of the blanket.
Oh dear, and he starts to like try and tug it away, but he's again very small, and I imagine Pooh is just sitting with the pot of honey, and then Tigger's bouncing, and so he's just kind of trying to tug and brush away crumbs and. Oh.
And Pooh's just rocking on his butt with every bounce, just making sure to hold the honey upright. That's the most important part.
That's good. Why don't you give me a spot hidden check while you're doing that? And I'm actually going to go ahead and give you a bonus die because you've been eating this honey, and there's not a whole lot in there, man. You're just not. This is not going to bode well. But okay, yeah, you're chewing down. You're probably almost half a jar of honey gone. And it's starting to taste a little weird.
Oh,
it's not quite as sweet. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it. Little irony.
Rue?
Yes, Pooh?
Does this taste strange to you, Pooh?
I don't know. Let me try some.
Okay. I just put my nub out for you. It's dripping with honey.
Do I notice it tastes funny or not?
Well, give me a little intelligence check. It definitely tastes funny, but look, I don't know if you can necessarily determine. So you can also in this game, I should have mentioned this at the beginning for those who maybe don't know how to play Cthulhu or whatever, you can spend some luck points so you can make that a success with 4 points of luck if you wanted to spend that.
I'll spend 4 points of luck.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I look like.
So Rue, you remember all the times you've been bouncing around. You've gotten injured a few times, as a kid. And there's that one time you hit your mouth on the broom handle when you guys were doing limbo, and you had a little blood kind of on your teeth a little bit, but it was minor because, hey, this is Winnie the Pooh. There's never blood and guts in Winnie the Pooh, right? And so yeah, but it's got that irony taste that you had.
It tastes like blood.
That can't possibly be. It's not sweet, of course, like it normally is, but it'll do.
I've never heard of honey that tastes like blood before.
Tigger, I know what tears do best. Taste. This isn't blood, is it? No, this isn't blood.
I'll give it a test.
I hold up my other.
Sure.
Yep. Just
You're bouncing over there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm bouncing in circles around the mat.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, every time you bounce, you get like a different perspective
Sure.
than other people get.
And that's children.
So why don't we go ahead and make a spot hidden check as you bounce over there?
Giving the
Sure.
tiger some blood.
Oh my God, what is going on today?
I love this for you guys. I'm just letting you know about now.
I spent 35 luck points to go ahead and make this.
Okay. So you can push your roll too. That is also something that exists in Call of Cthulhu. So you could push your roll. You just have to tell me what you're doing differently than maybe before you rolled. And then you get to roll again. If you failed that roll, though, that's kind of like something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know that we're there yet. So I'm not going to push the roll.
Okay.
But I will meet Pooh and taste his hand.
Cool.
Who's putting his hand in the tiger's mouth?
It's probably fine.
Yeah. So you lick the honey, and you don't even need to make an intelligence roll because of the fact that they've already kind of pointed this out. But it clearly tastes like blood to you. Honey blood, or blood honey. I'm not really sure which.
That tastes a bit like blood and honey.
Does it?
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to need all three of you guys to make sanity checks at this point.
Good.
Oh, Pooh's like, I eat blood all the time.
Yeah, he's a bear. I don't know
He's
what
just
kind of
always
blood.
eating
completely
blood.
oblivious
He's a
to it. He
bear.
goes, nope,
It's
it's
literally a
honey.
bear.
All right. So if you make it, you just take one. And if not, you take two.
It's a really silly, nilly old bear.
All right. So give me a POW check. Are you going to go back to eating the honey? And is anybody still looking for Kanga?
How much time has passed since we've been here?
Oh man, it's about, I don't know, 10 minutes. Time always passes so weirdly in the 100-acre wood. Like it's not attached to real time in some manner.
That was -1 sanity.
Yeah, -1 if you made it. 2 if you did not.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So Gopher, you're over at Rabbits. You're gathering up all the veggies. Got quite a bit. Are you chewing on them while you're doing it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
Absolutely.
normally Rabbit's pretty good at gardening and stuff, but as you're chewing on some of the carrots, like your teeth kind of bite into something that doesn't really like, it's not carrot texture.
What is this?
It's kind of wriggling around in your mouth.
I like worms too.
That's true, you do. As a Gopher, you do like worms.
Extra flavor.
So this is like writhing and kind of
Blah.
dark, and It's like a slug.
Well, it's not a worm.
And as you look at the carrot, it didn't look like this when you put it in your mouth, but as you look at the carrot, you can see them like inside the cavity of the carrot, just kind of wriggling around and moving, and they start just kind of tumbling out, but then like more of them tumble out, and then you need to make a sanity check because that's way more slugs that can be in a single carrot.
Turns, looks at the camera. This is what happens when you try to do everything organic.
Okay.
Sanity.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I love it.
This isn't gonna work for me tonight.
Can somebody get James on the phone? I think Garett needs James's thing.
Dude, he's rolling like I do every time I try to run a game.
Right?
That's why I gave up. That's why I handed over to better people.
So what are you gonna do after that? Are you walking around? Or are you still on the ground?
Nah, I think once he gets that, he looks at the rest of the stuff in his hands.
It's all rotted now.
Just kind of looks up and goes, I'm not in this book, and then dives back in to the ground.
Nice. Where are you gonna go?
Back to the Six Pines. Back to try to get back to the picnic. Well,
Okay.
No, I'm gonna try to go back to Kanga's again because that was my original.
You're gonna
goal.
kind of go back to Kanga's.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a willpower check.
Let's go 80 or higher, baby.
Hard success. So you pop up over there by Kanga's, and unfortunately, her house isn't there. As a matter of fact, it's like, I guess to put it into not Winnie the Pooh things, it's like the map's been redrawn. Like that whole area of the 100-acre wood just doesn't exist. But you clearly are where you think Kanga's house should
Turns
be.
and looks at the camera again and goes, "This is what we call foreboding, or foreshadowing." There we go. And then I'll jump back in and go kind of
Okay.
get back to the.
You can easily return back to the Six Pines. You've been there before. No need to make another roll to get there. So you return back to the Six Pines, and what does the camera see as Gopher pops his head out of the hole at the Six Pines, a few small feet away from the picnic blanket? What are you all doing back there? We've had some honey tasting. What about Eeyore? Eeyore, what are you doing over there?
I'm just observing that if these people, if the creatures in the 100-acre wood have blood, then they're lucky. I just have stuffing. I have no mortal end. So this.
What
Okay. Go
a
ahead.
great way to see it.
Eeyore's getting, I mean, he's a little thirsty. He's walked all this way, you know, and hasn't really had a drink in a minute. There's a stream just a short distance away. Would you like to partake in the stream? Or just hang out with your friends?
No, I would like to give a little distance from this. I need to ponder some more. It's just another day.
Okay. So just a short step. There's a small trench. Looks like somebody was digging some trenches over here not that long ago. And some water has kind of made its way into the trenches. Shoddy workmanship, possibly. Not Gopher's best work. But anyway, you wander over to the stream and you look to your right, you look to your left, kind of like just you're crossing the street maybe. You remember that one time Christopher Robin told you about crossing streets?
I do.
He taught you guys. Yeah. And as you look to your left, you see Kanga. She's knelt over. Looks like she's also thirsty because her entire head is in the water. And she kneels on the bank.
Water. I'm going to lean down and get some water.
Okay. You lean down to get some water. You lean back up. You have something kind of weird, almost like chewed on cotton.
No, that doesn't feel very good. Can I assume that that Kanga's head's still in the water?
You can walk over and check that out. But yes, it does. The water's just kind of up over her shoulders, even. Like the whole entire top half, maybe from her clavicles down to the top of her head, is submerged in the water completely.
Real thirsty. Okay.
She's very thirsty. Very, very thirsty.
I sort of plod over there to wish them a happy birthday, I guess.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Yep. She doesn't sit up.
I give it, 30, 40 seconds, just really thirsty.
There's no way she could be this thirsty.
She's no longer thirsty. I put my face down and I grab her by the back of the thing and I try to pull her out of the water.
So you pull her out of the water and you're going to need to make a sanity check.
Oh, good. I was hoping to participate in this.
Yeah. Don't worry. You will. Oh, it's even better. You're going to lose 3 because when you pull her back, you realize that there is no head. Actually, the part that you saw that was submerged in the water was all there was. And there's some stuffing kind of sticking out of the top of her neck. And then you realize, oh, that's what's in my mouth. As you spit out the pieces of stuffing that are in your mouth from the water.
All right. That's terrible. Wait, that's not how I do that. How do I edit my sanity? Sorry.
So you have to click on the button. There's a button that says edit. And you have to click on that, which opens the thing for you to be able to actually make changes in the character sheet.
Okay.
And then you can just click it back and it'll go back so you'll be able to roll.
Len put instructions in the Zoom chat too.
Thank you.
How much did I lose for the maggots?
2. 2 seems pretty good.
The narrator and I are going to have some problems.
So,
eating worms, Michael.
So Tigger and Pooh and Piglet and Roo, you guys are all hanging out at the picnic cloth. Gopher comes back up, short distance away, maybe a couple feet. Piglet has straightened the blanket. There's no more creases in it. It's perfectly thin.
Perfect.
There's still that wet spot in the edge of the blanket.
Peekaboo.
And then Pooh, you're still eating that honey. Pretty tasty-ish.
Mhm.
And so you get down to about a third of a container. And when you get down to a third of the container, it starts to get even more tasting like that blood that we discussed. And it's hard to kind of reach into the bottom.
I think my tumbly is a little bit full now. Okay, I've had my fill.
If only it was that easy.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
let's make a pow check to see if you can
Everything's okay.
stop because, Pooh is an overeater.
I think he has a problem.
I have an appetite. I get it. I have an appetite.
Would you like to push your roll, Tim?
With a 40?
Oh, you got a 76 versus a 40, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Nope, I failed.
All right. So you scoop down into the honey pot.
I mean, there's always room for a little more.
You get a big scoop too. And as you pull your hand up out of the top of the honey pot is Kanga's head, and it is dripping with honey all down the sides. Rue, why don't you give me a spot hidden check to see if you see that?
My Kanga, you've never looked so delicious.
Oh, get the spot hidden. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Rue doesn't see it. This is your chance. What are you gonna do? And you're gonna lose.
Flick the head. Yeah.
Flick it?
No, lick it.
Oh,
All
lick it.
over Just lick it.
Okay.
Get that
So
honey
you're
off.
licking it clean.
So good.
I might need therapy after this. Yeah. So you were licking it clean. Tigger and Piglet, you see, and Gopher, you see this.
Sucker and succotash.
Yeah, Tigger stops bouncing immediately, and his mouth is just.
Mm.
Rue is hopscotching all around.
Oh yeah, he's thoroughly active.
Ooh, I think I found your mom.
Oh, mommy, where is she?
I think that Piglet was in Tigger's kind of camp for a minute, just like watching dumbfounded. And then when Pooh says that, I think Piglet's fear and anxiety kind of snaps them into action, and they're just gonna run to intercept Rue and be like, well, she's not here. Why don't we go look for her over there? Oh dear.
Rue's peeking over Piglet. Mommy, where's Mommy? It's happy birthday time. I need your present, Mommy.
He said he saw her this way, that way. And I like turn Rue around.
She's resting her head.
Can I come hauling ass into the camp really quick?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just like spitting stuffing everywhere. It was like,
Yeah.
Rue's fucking dead.
Not Rue. The Kanga.
Ever.
She's right
Buddy.
here.
Nothing.
Poor Rue, he's a zombie.
I've about had my full fill now. I think it's time for my exercise. When I up, down,
Mommy?
touch the ground puts me in a mood.
Say something, Mommy. Why isn't Mommy
Bye,
talking?
Rue.
Mommy?
Definitely not in this book.
Rue goes over, he nudges the head. Mommy?
Oh,
Yeah.
here. There's more honey on it if you want some. And I just drop it in his lap, in his pouch.
The head doesn't fit in his pouch, but you drop it in front of him.
Byron, would you like me to make a sanity roll as well, since I have?
Yeah, you
not
guys are
yet?
all gonna need one. Well, I mean, Steve doesn't need one because he already saw it back at the camp. But yeah, we're gonna need some sanity checks. If you fail, you're gonna get D3.
I'm just gonna go for. I don't think roll 20's working tonight.
Somehow, Rue
That's my
is
fourth
just like,
wall for you.
nah, this is cool, man. I've seen this before. Her head comes off all the time.
Tastes good.
Maybe the steam got on.
Jesus.
For died.
Or can you roll anything less than 85?
Nope.
No, I had one. It was the my last power.
Just know if we were playing a different system, you'd be crushing it right now. So just, relish.
Well, no need D100s where you have to roll high.
Technically, with how this is supposed to go, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to roll poorly. So.
Yeah, I think isn't failure technically better because you can't comprehend the horror that you're seeing?
Yeah, kind of. Like in 6th edition, it was promoted a lot like that.
Son of a bitch.
That's why
So.
I have the most helpful disposition here. I knew this would eventually happen. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. And
Piglet
with,
vomits.
that's always good, right?
Rue's just stroking the head.
So yeah, if you guys failed your sanity roll, go ahead and give me a D3. If you made it, just take one. But Rue has mommy issues already, and so seeing her head in there, that's kind of bad. So I'm gonna need you to make a POW check, Rue. He's good with this somehow. I don't understand this, but
Well, we're Australian.
we're in a game, right?
Yeah.
We're Australian. That helps, right?
She lived longer than she normally would.
I'm sure Mommy will wake up later.
And the entire 100-acre wood shudders. It just shakes. The ground rumbles, kind of like Pooh's stomach sometimes when you're sitting on top of him. But
Psycho.
and you notice near where Kanga's house typically is, it gets really dark. And
Oh, by the way, Rue, your house is gone.
there's a storm, and it's the middle of a summer day, and it gets kind of overcast and begins to snow.
Christmas miracle.
Oh, I don't
Thanks,
think
Galaxy
that's,
Fest, with that rate of 7.
I don't think that's normal weather.
What's up,
Maybe we
guys?
should all pack up the picnic and go back to Pooh's house, right? Because you're the closest one, right?
We could do that, or we could make snow angels. And Kanga's already got a step ahead of us. She's a real angel now.
You said ahead.
You said you were a therapist, right? I don't want to meta this thing.
Yes, and if any geeks need therapy in the Illinois or Washington State area, please hit me up.
I mean, after this, I'm going to move
After
there. and
this,
call
there's
you.
gonna be a lot of
Just
people.
fucking
You
help.
know the saying, they're usually crazier than the people that
That's
they
very
actually
true.
treat.
Is there a picnic basket?
Yeah. Oh, there absolutely
Okay.
is a picnic basket.
Ruga hops over and opens up the picnic basket and puts Mommy's head in and closes it.
So give me a strength roll, though, because Mommy's head you're very small.
Okay.
Her head's not
Piglet
that heavy,
vomits.
but Piglet vomits again. What's Tigger doing in this? Is he shaken out yet?
Yeah, Tigger's having a really hard time comprehending what's happening. Rue is his best friend, so he does help Rue put Mommy's head in the basket, just trying to get it out of sight, and then sort of puts an arm around Rue and let's hop. Let's go bounce over here.
Anyways, I'll lead us back to my house. It'll be fine. We should have an after party.
That's not a book I'm going in.
No, that sounds great. Maybe we should pick up the picnic basket just in case.
Oh.
And you know, I think Piglet goes about trying to rationalize what he's seeing by like just tackling the most available action, which is folding up the picnic blanket and replacing the cap on the honey jar and following along.
Tigger will grab the basket and carry it with us.
So as Tigger hops, you can feel it banging up and down inside the basket every time he jumps up and down.
You sure can.
Kind of like a basketball in a bucket.
Think of the bright side, everyone. She may be late for her birthday, but she's early for her funeral.
Oh dear, oh
That's
dear.
facts.
It's almost like I can feel her inside of me.
Me too.
There's a little bit of
go well.
Kanga inside everyone.
At least 3 of us.
I think Piglet is at this point trailing a little bit behind because they're struggling with the weight of the picnic blanket, and I think they're kind of nervously again like wringing their hands a little bit and like just looking around behind them, like they feel like you know, this is bad, and they're keeping an eye out like as they trek along.
Okay. So you guys are walking. Where are you going to?
We're gonna go to my
That's a good
house.
question.
Gonna go to Pooh's house? Okay. Not a problem. Give me a navigation roll. What about Gopher? Gopher going to Pooh's house?
Oh, Gopher left. Who knows?
And Gopher blooped.
Oh, he booped? He blooped? Oh, that's right. You went to Kanga's, but I thought you came back.
I did go back.
Yeah.
But once he started petting his mom's head and trying to stuff it in the basket, it's like, psychos, all of them, psychos. I'll pop off to owls.
Okay. Yeah, give me a POW check to make it that.
Let's go 85. Let's go. Nope, that's a sanity. Ignore that.
Ooh, a hard success.
Yeah, you did it. No,
That's a sanity. That was wrong.
you didn't do it.
That was Pooh's navigate, yeah. So Pooh, you know exactly how to get to your house.
Mm-mm.
Look at that. Boom. To owls you go.
I've seen all kinds of crazy
You get over to owls and it looks like tornadoes been through the place. It's like the tree limbs are down. There are books all over the place, just spread out.
Ow!
All over the surrounding way. The door on Owl's tree is just hanging down, like with one hinge broken, scraping the ground. You don't hear any response, but give me a listen check anyway.
Ow! I think Winnie killed Kanga. He's gone cannibal. What are you spying?
Yeah.
We all thought it was gonna be Tigger, but no. Now he's rolling.
Okay, yeah. So you hear some rustling and something's going on inside the house, but you're not really sure what. You can hear little scrambles of like clawed feet.
Owl's in trouble. I'll go run in.
Okay. The door is kind of stuck because it's on one hinge. It's kind of dragging the ground. But you can make me some sort of like repair roll or something like that. You are an engineer. You have a toolbox.
Dig into the ground real quick. Come up with a toolbox. I don't leave the surface of the ground. I just dig a hole and pull
Yeah,
out.
you just you always have it. It's
Goes,
accessible.
I'm not in this book. I'm not in this book.
He said return line at IKEA.
Repair.
That might be repair. I'm not sure. Something that looks appropriate on your character sheet looks good. What do you got? Like climb, navigate. Your mechanical repair is only 10 on your character sheet, but that's clearly not accurate. Let's go fix that right now, because that's just not right.
That's what the dam broke. Flooded the other place we used to live.
All right, try again. Mechanical repair. I got you at 45. 45 there is better. I don't know how that happened. Boom. Yeah, so you fix the door. You prop it up.
The rest of the house looks like it's just falling over. He's like, there, perfect.
There, perfect. So you scramble inside, and there are, like I said, books everywhere. Owl had a lot of books. There's no evidence of like feathers or anything like that laying around. There's, Owl's scarf is kind of laid over a broken chair, and the books are just spread out all over. But in there, you see this. Oh, let's see if I can actually do this here. Let's see. Show to players. There we go. Hopefully this is coming up on the stream.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
working.
Not it though.
Nope,
We
that's
wanna
not
show
what.
the
No
picture.
Nope.
How do I show the picture, Jason?
Okay, hang on. I got you.
Oh, he's got some beans.
Here.
This is what happens when the
This, and we get to
navigator
the.
can't
Oh,
figure
that's
it
so
out.
gross! Look at this. Oh my god. Ugh. You guys can't see that, can you?
No.
Shit. Hang on. Wait.
I hit show to players, but it only played.
Yeah, it
only
shows.
showed
It
to
shows
two.
the character sheet. Did it pop up for you guys? Show the character sheet? Is that what it did?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. 2 seconds. Talk, Byron.
I am. Sorry, I'm so confused.
No, that's fine.
In the now, this is where we have to. Now, I was supposed to be the smart one. She'll know what to do.
I don't know, a different computer.
I'm sure he's totally fine.
Coming soon to a theater near you guys. You'll
Keep
get to see
moving.
what he sees. So yeah, so you see these little. They almost look like weasels in a way, but it's big bulbous eyes. Its teeth are like little jagged triangles dripping with some sort of weird pink saliva. It's small T-Rex style arms kind of in front of it with black claws, and it's you recognize it, you've seen it before. It's a woozle, but they don't look like this. Somebody's been feeding the woozle.
I'm gonna put it in your journal so you guys can look individually. I can show the stream.
It just came up for me.
Did it? Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's horrifying. I love
that's
it.
terrifying. Yes.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
Thanks, I hate it.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what you see, Borg.
Turn and look at the camera. I better not tell Winnie, or they might eat him.
I have standards.
They probably
I don't
taste
think
like chicken.
so. No owl.
No owl. Lots of books though, spread everywhere. Some of them open, bindings broken, page
I
ripped
can't
out.
read. I don't think I can read.
You could read. It'd be intelligence check, but yeah, you could probably read something.
I apologize because I seriously thought that I was muted when I cackled like that.
No, it fit right in. You're good.
With that, he's also going to be like, I'm not part of this book either. And he takes off running and does does the swan dive into the dirt.
Okay, cool. Where's it going?
Anywhere but here.
Okay.
Or
You want me to
Kanga's
randomly
house.
choose,
Let's go.
or would you like to?
Let's go. He's afraid to go to Winnie's because he's afraid he's just going to eat everybody.
He's got a head start on Kanga.
First
Step
there's
one.
Kanga, then there's Little Roo.
What's in the pot? What's in the pot? I will. If I knew they were going to Pooh's, I would probably bounce off to Pooh's.
Okay. You've been there this session, so you'll be able to go there. So yeah.
The woozles. Psycho, scrubby little swoozles. I think they killed Owl.
Oh.
What? Oh,
So you guys make your trip back to Pooh's house, and you get there. If you look north from Pooh's house, it is dark and ominous, and it looks like that storm is getting closer. And it starts to get really, really cold. You start getting like icicles on your nose. Your eyes hurt for like you're walking outside when it's like super cold. The wind is blowing.
how close are we to Pooh's house?
You're just about there,
Okay.
but it's cold. You're like shivering. You're like your teeth start to chatter as you're getting there. What do you guys do?
I
It's
think
getting awfully cold. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say I think Piglet takes the little the picnic blanket and wraps him and Rue up in it. Oh, I hope we get there soon. Pooh. We could all use a little bit of warmth.
Maybe Pooh will make us a fire to keep us warm.
Yeah, I hope so because my teeth are chattering.
I'm cold.
yes, we can gather by my hearth fire and tell stories.
Oh.
I checked my tag and I'm mostly cotton batting. I would like to be not near the fire.
Sorry, I thought I was on mute.
It's good. I like it.
At least it's not polyester.
It's the 20s.
Okay.
Horse hair, human hair, all the stuffings.
What's Tigger doing?
Tigger Tigger's bouncing alongside.
Just bounce alongside.
Yeah, I mentioned of the hearth and stories. He says stories are what Tiggers like best.
It's facts. Facts. Okay, you guys arrive back at Pooh's house. Gopher is waiting just right near the steps to his little cave. You guys return there. Of course, as Tigger is jumping, you hear the rhythmic thumping of the Kanga's head inside the basket, hitting the top, and the little wicker flap just kind of flickers up every time it hits it.
It's like I can still hear her bouncing.
All right, well, in we go.
So Kanga's house is gone. Kanga's dead. Owl's house is destroyed, and Rabbit's gone too.
Oh, dear, do you think maybe we should...
Somebody took Piglet's voice.
I think somehow you slipped to muted, Len.
Oh,
Mute him.
Somebody took her voice.
I'm back now?
Yeah, you're back.
Piglet is defrosting in Pooh's house and says, "Oh, but maybe we should contact Christopher Robin. He always seems to know what to do."
Christopher Robin's been gone for years.
Time moves so strangely here, doesn't it?
Rue has his big kangaroo feet in front of the fire. Ooh, my toesies are getting warm.
Yeah, Tigger takes the basket and sort of like tucks it behind Pooh's chair. Just get it out of the way.
A snack for later, huh?
Everything smells like pennies.
Okay, you guys managed to get a fire lit and get warmed up a little bit. It's like really, really like windy outside. You can hear the wind going over the top of the cave. It sounds like winter, but it was clearly summer earlier. You guys heat up. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I cough up a bunch of Kanga fluff.
Tigger opens the basket.
Yeah, sorry.
Put it with the rest of Kanga.
Oh dear.
It's a whole different version of Hawktua.
It's hot
I'm gonna get in my chair, my big comfy chair, and wiggle back into it after washing myself off from what was Kanga. Well, tonight I have a story. It's about something that might make people feel a little uncomfortable, but I think it's important to talk about. It's a story about the circle of life, and well, eating Kanga.
I'm not in this story. I dig into the ground right in the middle of his living room and bounce out.
We're all herbivores.
Well, I guess not anymore.
Oh,
Pops his head back out. Technically, Tigger's not. And then pops back in again.
I usually eat what's right in front of me, but even for me, this is a bit dark.
Oh, yes, Rabbit, you see, sometimes in life, things happen when we don't expect or don't fully understand. But that doesn't mean we should feel guilty.
Cope. Go ahead.
this sounds like a bizarre justification of a guilty conscience.
It's just the circle of life, Eeyore.
It's a coping mechanism, and that's okay, Pooh.
We all need to cope, right?
Rue hops over to the basket. Come on, Mommy, wake up. Looks at, wake up, Mommy. You've been sleeping a long time.
Has anybody checked on Rabbit?
I think
Gopher did.
Gopher said he's gone, right?
Yeah.
Rabbit's gone.
Wasn't that Owl?
Pop up in a different spot in the room.
Owl is too.
Definitely gone. Pop back around.
Hmm.
Is anybody curious how Kanga's head got in the honey pot?
Hasn't come up.
Come up. Yeah.
And we're just like, nope, that's just what happens sometimes, and we all move on.
So I would like to
tunnel.
posit that while Piglet was doing their rounds of the blanket, could I think back and see if I saw any mysterious tracks when I was, pacing the circumference of the picnic blanket?
Sure, especially with his anxiety-ridden behaviors.
He has not
Absolutely.
stopped pacing. He's not even sitting near the fire. He's just walking
So-
back and forth.
Actually, you did see some tracks when you were packing up the blanket, but you just thought they were your own things. But now that you have this thought, they were shoe prints,
Shoe prints, like
about the size that an 8-year-old boy would wear.
right, yeah. I think I kind of stop pacing and I stand in front of the fireplace, wringing my little hooves, paws, whatever, and I kind of look around and say, "Oh well, gee, everybody, whose footprints I saw around the picnic basket blanket. Maybe, like I said, maybe Christopher Robin was here because I saw some footprints. And do you think maybe it would be prudent to check with him? What happened to Kanga?
Oh, I think that would be a great idea.
If only we had someone who could break the fourth wall."
Pops up. Somebody call.
Gopher, you're quick at moving around, especially with all this snow. Can you check and see if Christopher Robin is home?
Sure. But turns, looks at the camera. That doesn't sound like suicide at all. And jumps into the ground.
All right, pow check.
Totally not gonna die.
Go find them.
Entire one shot.
This is the
just
one
us
time I
sending
really
you
wanted
on
to fail. This is the one time I really
All
wanted
right,
to fail.
you get there. Let's,
You clearly got him out of your system because that's 4 successes in a row.
I know.
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It'll flop when it counts.
Let's see if why is it only shown with 2 players? In players' journals.
You're good. It's here. I see it.
All right,
Christopher's
the
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, the house.
Yeah, you're good. I'm gonna zoom
Thank you,
in a
sir.
little. Yep.
You're so amazing.
I'm just
So that's
drinking
what
is
you
all I'm
see.
doing. It's fine.
I don't see it.
More and more every time. Is it showing it to you guys? I don't know if it's showing it to you.
I still had the woozle up.
Can you see it now?
No.
Nothing shown on it.
How about
It's
now?
terrible.
I'll fix it.
Come on, IT.
I see why. Yeah, you shut
Terrible.
up.
Thank
Thank you for
God
calling.
that
Thank you for
IT.
calling. I got this.
Too many psychiatrists
No,
and
dude,
not
I
enough
just- okay.
to IT guys.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
True.
journal restriction. How about now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a bit overgrown. That's not the way it normally looks.
Strange.
It normally look like that. In addition to that, you notice that like the door is like unlike in the picture, because it's so hard to get a picture the way that this truly looks. But the door is like in the wall and like sideways. I like the railings look like sharp spikes. It looks really bad. Give me a listen check.
That pow. Is that?
No,
that's
no,
pow
it's
wisdom?
listen.
Listen. Oh, I thought you said wisdom.
Not bad.
No, it's my lack of hearing. Listen. I'm blind too, apparently. Listen, there it is.
Perfect. So you hear what sounds like some mumbling, and it's like some tears. Clearly, someone's upset, and they're in the house and they're crying.
This isn't promoting or
Christopher Robin.
foreshadowing.
Okay.
I will sneak up there.
All right, you sneak up there. You could hear it. It's upstairs. You could hear it through the upstairs window, but you're already here. You can go down and pop up anywhere in the house that you want to. You don't have to walk there.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Yep. That's what I do. Right through the
Okay,
floorboard.
yeah. So you pop up there, and sitting on the floor at the end of the bed is Christopher Robin. His hands wrapped around his knees. He's rocking back and forth pretty aggressively, and he's like, it wasn't my fault. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to deal with this, but it wasn't. It's not. They can't get rid of the 100-acre wood. It's the only place I have. It's the only thing I have. My friends are all I have. And he's totally just falling apart as he's rocking back and forth on his feet.
Christopher, get over here, you chubby little bastard. Sorry, wrong lisping guy.
Whisper.
Wrong. So good.
You're just looking so. Never mind. Not gonna do that. Christopher Robin.
He's like,
what's happened?
what are you doing here? Why are you here?
That's a good question. I'm not in this story.
No, you're not even in the book.
Not in the book. What happened?
It's terrible. Her neck it's all twisted.
Kanga?
No. She slipped. It wasn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. He's like, Grandma. I think she's dead.
No. Downstairs?
At the house. Not here. Not in the 100-acre wood. At home.
Uh-oh. So what's happening to the 100-acre wood?
What do you mean? Is there something wrong with it?
Yes. It's disappearing.
No, it can't disappear. It's in my head. It's where I go. It's my safe space.
Your head's disappearing.
He wouldn't be the first one in this game.
You have to help me. You have to help me, Gopher.
What are you? What? Huh? Good.
Give me a spy hidden check. Ooh. As he leans over and kind of stands up, he's on his knees and he's leaning down trying to talk to you because you're still smaller than him, even though, he's in the 100-acre wood. And you could see around his neck is a pendant, and that pendant is kind of glowing a little bit. And you haven't seen that before.
My, what big necklace you have.
It's mine. I found it. It was in the attic, and then you guys were all here.
Outside the book?
Yeah, in the house. It was in a box. He's like, but you shouldn't be here. You should come with me. And he gets up and he starts walking towards you.
That's unsettling. Do I have any recollection of being able to take somebody else with me?
You've never tried.
I hope you boys like Mexico. He seems a little unhinged, I'm guessing.
Seems a little unhinged, and he seems like he's walking your direction.
Yeah. If he gets too close, I will yeet.
You're gonna yeet? All right, where are you going?
I'll be back, you silly little boy. And
And as you're in the hole, you've never
Yeah.
seen this before because nobody's ever gone in the hole. Like an arm reaches down into the hole and like just pulls like at the edge of your fur
That's new.
as you wiggle out of his
Bad
grasp.
touch. Bad touch.
You make your way back to Pooh's.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are all standing there while he's gone. You've warmed up a little bit. The wind is still howling outside. Maybe it's gotten worse. It's hard to say. Oh, wait, no, it's almost like the eye of a hurricane. It's quiet now. What do you guys do?
Once you get it, I say, "Where's Al?" And you say, "Who?" Because he's not there anymore. See?
Where's Owl?
Who?
Oh, who? Just stares blankly.
Never
Maybe the
mind.
storm stopped.
Hmm.
Oh,
Right.
Well, gee, Gopher's sure taking a long time to get back here. But what if he ran into some trouble? Maybe we should all get some gear together if we're gonna have to go get him. I think Piglet starts like running around Pooh's house, basically doing the 100-acre woods equivalent of doomsday prepping.
Remember, Byron, I put about 5 or 6 holes in the room before I.
Oh, yeah.
actually
Well,
left.
they disappear. They disappear as you
Oh, okay.
leave and come back. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna try to trip Piglet.
Yeah.
You start, you start
still
opening
can.
cabinets, and it's just a bunch of like empty
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait till I pop back up.
You pop back up. Actually, as you're running around, yeah. Why don't you, a Piglet? Why don't you give me a dexterity check because like the boards kind of snap and a hole like appears like right in front of you as you're running around.
to my doom, you needy little Piglet.
Fortunately, that 90 dexterity for Piglet. Good luck.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a quick little greased up Piglet.
I think that Piglet's so busy and in his own head about like getting like supplies together for whatever's happening here that Gopher pops back up and Piglet just circumnavigates him and just doesn't even notice. Like when Gopher gets back, we should really figure out a plan. And then Gopher, why don't you grab me? Wait a minute.
We're all gonna die. No, I'm just kidding.
What did you find?
The house is falling apart, and Christopher Robin's not right. I'm gonna try something, Piglet. Take my paw.
Are you sure you shouldn't take Tigger or Pooh?
I just grab her hand. I just grab Piglet's hand and try to bring Piglet with me.
Okay.
All right.
This will be fine.
Is Piglet going willingly?
I would not say that this is willing. No.
Okay. Then it's going to be opposed power checks.
Yes.
Gonna go great. Yeah.
It's gonna be so great. Power,
You're gonna
you say?
split the difference.
The power of my anxiety compels me.
Piglet,
Bam.
Piglet ain't going nowhere.
Like the greased up little Piglet that they are.
Yeah, right. You try to
Run
grab
out of
it
your
down.
grasp.
Yeah, and the taste of bacon slips right out of your mouth as Piglet scurries away. What about the rest of you guys? What about Pooh and Tigger and? what's going
Tigger
on?
says, "Well, maybe Christopher Robin just needs a hug. I'll go." And he holds out a hand.
Your funeral, buddy.
What?
Nothing.
All right, down and you're back up at Christopher Robin's house. What about Rue, Pooh, and Eeyore while this is happening? And Piglet,
Rue's-
I guess too. But
Rue's sitting on the picnic basket, like kicking his feet, like la 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 la, and singing. He's just oblivious. La, 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 la,
I was
la.
able to do this with one, Tigger. Let's try
every
this
time
again.
you kick the basket, you can hear like something rolling around inside the basket.
Be quiet, mommy.
I'm sorry for being so loud.
Why are you sorry for laughing?
Rough.
Everyone should be laughing right now because that was
That's-
fucking amazing. I am peeing my pants. I peed 5 times already.
Oh my god.
You guys are crazy.
There is no God here.
That's why I'm muting myself. I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
It's anxiety laughing.
All right, what about Eeyore? You're muted. Eeyore's always muted. It's not like, it's not like anybody listens to me anyway.
Why would you bother? I reach out and I put a hand on Rue's shoulder and I say, we all end up alone eventually. Might as well get used to it.
And now
All
that,
right.
now that the storm has passed, soon the darkness will come.
What did Pooh just say?
The darkness will be coming soon.
Do you mean the nighttime? Oh, you mean just like nighttime, right?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Should we go out? See what's going on elsewhere?
No, I think it's better if we just stay inside where it's nice and warm by the fire and where you've got plenty of snacks and Gopher Wood will be back with Tigger in no time, I'm sure.
I do have plenty of snacks here, and I look at Rue.
Fucking.
Rue's oblivious. He starts skipping around, Pooh. Snack, 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 snacks.
Do I clock Pooh looking at Rue like this?
I mean, give me a spot hidden check or a psychology or something like that.
Let's make it spot hidden. Yes.
Yeah. There's a little bit of Kanga eyes going on.
There's a whole lot of Kanga going on.
Can I also look around Pooh's little cave to see if I can find anything sharp?
No, just there's pieces of rabbit and owl all over the place.
Yeah, so you look around for something sharp. You had an extreme success with spot hidden, so I'm gonna say you found something. It's not like a knife though, because there's no sharp knives in Winnie the Pooh.
Sure.
Maybe there's probably some little kid scissors, the rounded tip ones.
Perfect.
Those are sharp though, I guess, in a way, and they fit Piglet's hands because you guys used them for craft projects before.
Sure. Yeah. I think I subtly just try and like take them off whatever table and like hide them.
There's also paintbrushes, like you could use them for. Yeah.
Like a shiv. Yeah.
Yeah, like a shiv, like a little paintbrush shiv. Yeah, you can definitely do that too. Yeah, and with Piglet's ACD or OCD, you're pretty much able to get a good control of all those little items.
Does Pooh have any cracked pottery or broken glass anywhere in their house? That's kind of
Probably. Yeah, there's pieces of broken honey pot like all over. He never cleans it up.
Yeah, I think I just take one of the like jagged pieces of like broken honey pot and just tuck it behind my back.
Breaking Bad style.
Piglet has a shiv.
Towards Rue.
Piglet has a
Piglet in the
shiv.
shiv next on 100 Acre Wood.
It's Piglet goes to prison. Next on.
Yeah, I think Piglet just kind of hides it behind their back and then just quietly starts to inch between Pooh and Rue.
It's like this episode's called "Pink is the New Black."
Do I see Piglet do this?
You could roll spot hidden. Yeah, you absolutely see Piglet like gearing up.
I stop and I pull the ribbon off my tail and I wrap it around one of my fists and I take the nail out of my.
So why don't you give me a luck check because your tail falls off all the time. You've been moving around.
That's fine. I want it.
Is your tail even there?
I want the nail. No. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it may not be there.
You're right.
Could have fell out.
My fun quotes. Luck. What is
Yeah,
it? Luck.
luck. Mhm.
Just another day.
Just another day. No tail.
But that's my catchphrase.
That's true. It is your catchphrase. So yeah, you get a bonus. You get a bonus die. Oh, no good though. Still going to be a 39 versus your 21. You could push your roll.
What does that mean?
So that means you roll again, but you tell me like maybe you did differently. Like, do you have a bag of tails? You lose them all the time. Perhaps you have some extras.
Because this is in this fictitious universe. I look on my other side for my tail. You know, in an adorable fashion. The way
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll buy that.
Yeah, the counterclockwise tail is always a little more reliable.
Stuck to its belly.
And then reroll. No, that's even more worse. But you still get a bonus die because you did use your catchphrase.
Yeah, I did
You
it.
still maintain that.
What do you think I'm gonna? Okay.
Oh,
I mean, it wasn't gonna
47.
be. It wasn't gonna be 40 something.
Yeah. So. All right, yeah. So you don't see your tail, but you were pretty close with that first luck roll. You were a bit within 9, so you do see your tail, but it's across the room.
Okay, I walk over and I grab it and I wrap it around my hand.
Okay, with the nail facing out, like car keys in your hand.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I like it. It's amazing.
Rough bunch.
I'm trying to look at my stats, right? You know,
just wait till Rue's past snack stage.
Yeah.
Right. What about Tigger? Oh, Tigger and
yeah, we're with Christopher Robin.
All right,
Well,
so you guys
we're outside the house.
Yeah, so you guys pop up outside the house. You did you already see the picture, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you see. Spikes across the top. You could hear some crying and stuff.
He's still crying.
Yeah, he's still crying.
I've got an idea.
He's more violently crying.
This is gonna mess you up, friend.
What do you mean?
Come with me.
Okay.
I'm not in this book, but we'll see if you can go with me.
All right, yeah, I'm willing to go.
Dive into the ground and try to come out in the into Christopher's real house.
Okay, so you dive into the ground and you try to pull out in Christopher's real house. You come out, but Tigger does not.
Okay. Well, shit.
Where'd he go?
But you pull out.
Good.
And
not usually.
Wow, that went somewhere.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, it happened.
You set him up, I knock him down.
Right.
It's like a bunch of wood dominoes.
Okay, so yeah, so you pop up, and there is a. Are you outside or inside the house?
Outside.
Outside. So you pop up outside, and it's you've never been here before, but it is a farmhouse.
Just the Magic Kingdom.
Is a farmhouse and has a long dirt road, and the front of the house looks pretty normal, like it would in England, and you notice that there is a truck parked in the driveway, and there's a guy standing on the porch, and he's knocking, and he has a clipboard in his hand and a little sign on his hat that says Lincolnshire Geology.
Strange.
It's like, hello, Mrs. Robinson, I just need you to sign this paperwork for the sale of the house.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
He's looking in the windows.
I'm gonna run underneath his work truck or whatever it is.
Okay.
and I'm gonna rig the starter to his gas tank.
Okay. Give me a mechanical repair roll, buddy.
With that,
Or demolitions, your choice.
Yeah,
You could use either one because you do have demolition skill. Because
I'm gonna
have dynamite.
use 2 luck.
Yeah, probably a good idea to use 2 luck when you're fucking around with demolitions. All right, yeah. So you managed to tag it up. And he's like, we can't do the sale without this. And he's like looking, and he's like, now he's looking in like the living room windows and stuff.
I don't think I would know this. He said it's grandma, right?
Yeah.
I don't know this book very well. I will pop down and try to go into the house.
Okay, you pop down and you pop back up in the house. Easy enough. You're already here. Leaving the 100-acre wood is actually easier than being in the 100-acre wood for you.
Well,
you pop up inside the house. Where are you trying to pop up inside the house?
Kitchen.
So you pop up in the kitchen. That's not a view from the front windows.
Well,
so the guy does not see you. So so you look in there, you get in the kitchen. You can see there's some stuff scattered all over there, some cereal, some croissants, stuff like that, some scones maybe, and some tea. And it's on the table. Looks kind of fresh. There was two plates. One a little smaller. You see there's a rabbit stuffed animal laying directly next to the one small plate on the chair that's pushed back. It's actually the chairs actually fell on its back.
I wonder if I'm still a cartoon.
You look like a real gopher.
Nobody's got a gun. I will. Is it 2-story?
Yeah, it's 2-story.
I will do my little.
Okay.
And run upstairs.
Okay, so you come out of the kitchen. The guy doesn't seem to be knocking at the door anymore. And when you get to the bottom of the stairs, you need to make a sanity check.
Son of a bitch. No, we gotta turn that off first.
Okay, so
I've seen Pooh do some fucked up shit tonight.
you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose one. At the bottom of the stairs is an older woman. Her glasses are broken, twisted. The little, the frame is broken near the glasses. The glasses are cracked. She's wearing some sort of smock. Her shoes, kind of not high heel, but they have a small heel, but the one is laying on a stair. The other one's flipped upside down, laying next to her body. Her skin is a weird bluish gray color. Her eyes just kind of hazed over. Her neck is in a angle that, well, doesn't look like you could survive it because she didn't.
She's been there a while.
At the top of the stairs, you see Kanga, a stuffed animal. Its head missing, stuffing sticking out of the top of it.
Oh.
And Christopher Robin's door is hanging open.
I will go up. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm upstairs.
You get to the top of the stairs, you could see the Kanga stuffed animal sitting there, its head missing. Its head is thrown to the side, kind of sitting there. And as you look over to the head, you can see its eyes kind of piercing through you a little bit as it's looking kind of directly at you. And there's room there. The door open.
Poke my head in. Look, see if I can.
Looks like a young boy's room. Kind of a mess, but kind of straightened up. It's hard to say. handkerchief, wet, laying at the edge of the bed.
Like the picnic blanket.
Like the picnic blanket. Like there was tears. A lot of tears.
No sign of Christopher.
No. Mm-mm. You hear a sign. You hear a one more knock at the door downstairs. He says, "All right, Mrs. Robinson, we really need you to sign this. I'll come back later today."
I bet you will.
And a short moment after that,
3,
you're
2, 1.
as a large explosion happens outside the door.
Whoops.
The glass in the front windows shatters.
Oh, whoops. Before I go back to 100 Acre Woods, I will go to the attic because he said he found something, the necklace in the attic.
Yeah. You go to the attic and you find like some toys and stuff that are spread out there. You see copies of some stuffed animals. There's an Eeyore and a Piglet and a Pooh and a Tigger and a Roo. No rabbit or owl, but because you saw a rabbit downstairs on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see them. And then you find a box. It's kind of thrown open. It's an old box. On the box, it just says Lovecraft.
Sounds pleasant.
Kind of like you would tag something like if you owned it.
Yeah.
The box is open. Some papers and stuff inside.
Sounds like a pleasant individual.
You see some candles and stuff have been spread out over the floor. Clearly used. Some kind of scrawlings made on the floorboards.
That's unsettling. Maybe I blew up the wrong thing.
We'll let you think about what you're going to do over there, and we're going to kind of roll back to the other characters for a minute.
As you
go ahead.
pan out, I'm hiding the other stuffed animals out of sight.
Okay, there's an open crate there, an open box.
Some place where a boy won't find it right away if he comes back to try to rip the head off of it.
Okay, I like it. I like it. So you take a few moments and you hide.
I mean, I'm not in here because I'm not in this book.
That's true. That's factual. Okay, so we'll roll back to the other characters as like I said, the storm has subsided outside. It's almost like the eye of a hurricane. The sky is black with an eerie calm. Tigger, you were tempted to go into the hole, but were unable to go.
Yeah, I was wondering, am I still standing at his other house?
Yeah, you would be at Christopher Robin's house, so you can still hear the crying and stuff there.
Yeah, he's feeling a little uneasy just standing outside.
Yeah. You can see that the window upstairs is open.
Wait, is he a real tiger now?
No, I'm in the fictitious.
He's in the 100 Acre
world.
I got confused.
Yeah, Gopher tried to take me to the real world, but I couldn't. So I'm still at Christopher Robin's 100 Acre Wood house. Yeah.
First coming.
That'll be a whole nother stat sheet.
Yeah. So what do you do at Christopher Robin's? You're there by yourself. There's a hole there.
Yeah, Gopher was like, let me try something, and then kind of took off. And
yeah, he's been gone for a little bit.
Yeah, I give him a couple of minutes, and he doesn't come back. And Tigger sort of says to nobody in particular, well, he just needs a hug. And hugging is what Tiggers do best. And so he just sort of bounces into the house and tries to follow the sounds.
So the door is weird. It's kind of misshapen and stuff like that, but you could definitely jump into the balcony. Up top.
So he bounces up into the balcony and tries to find Christopher Robin to give him a hug.
Yeah, you make your way into the balcony goes to a bedroom and you find him there. He's kind of wandering around, just kind of, he's throwing stuff at this point. He's just like tossing the stuff on the floor and so forth. And he's just like, I don't know where he went. I will get that freaking gopher now. And he's like looking in the under the floorboards, kind of peeling them back and stuff. He doesn't seem to notice you whatsoever.
He seems like irritated.
Yeah, he seems highly agitated.
Maybe I should wait for Gopher. Yeah, Tigger's he's got a second thought now about approaching Christopher Robin when he sees he's as agitated as he is. He's never seen him acting quite like this before.
Oh. He does not see you.
Well, that's good, because hiding's what Tiggers do best. So,
right. Give me a hide roll.
Yeah.
With a bonus die.
I don't.
Or you can
stealth, maybe
stealth, or you can use what Tiggers do best because you said it.
Yeah, that's way higher. Way higher. So I'm gonna use that one.
And you'll get a bonus die. That's okay because you get a bonus die because you used the catchphrase.
On 170.
Whoa, 39 out of 35. 4 off. You could spend 4 points of luck.
Yeah, I'll spend 4 points of luck if you're good with that.
It's good. You feel like you got a good hiding spot. What's your hiding spot? What do you think it is?
So,
bedroom?
Yeah, it's in the room. I see Christopher Robin sort of dip his head into the closet as he's moving things out. And so I sort of bounce over to the bed and hide underneath the bed and move some toys in front of me, and I'm hiding under there.
Okay. You're hiding underneath the bed. Let's go back to the others. Pooh, Roo, Piglet, and Eeyore. Piglet has got together a wide variety of apocalyptic ending style shivs and so forth, things that can be used for some sort of self-defense.
Yeah, I think that
Eeyore has his tail. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I think that Piglet's just keeping a very close eye on Pooh, and everywhere that Pooh moves in the room, Piglet is moving in front of Roo to just kind of like keep a barrier.
Okay. Eeyore's sitting on the other side of the room with a nail sticking out between his things. And the nail looks weird. It's like bent over, but like it's much larger than you remember.
Well, I've been adjusting upwards over the years. I've been, with the whole
natural nail enhancement.
Yeah. Oh no, it's more of a diameter thing. It's fine.
It's curved.
Oh hell yeah!
But hit the button. Like and subscribe.
If you've got Peyronie's disease, please check.
Link in the description below, baby.
You hear a medium tone whistle,
All right.
Hungry.
It's my speech impediment, you son of a bitch.
I'm hungry, Pooh. Is there anything to eat? Are you hungry, Pooh?
Oh, I think Pooh's probably had enough.
I'm pretty full for now.
Right.
Give me a POW check to see if you're hungry again.
Oh. Maybe I should have rubbed it in my tummy.
Yeah, that eating disorder just comes at the wrong time sometimes.
All right. Power wheels. Here we go.
All right, but you're pretty full. You never ate kangaroo before, but
I've developed self-control.
Maybe that's just what you needed.
I'm looking around. Is there anything to eat in Pooh's little hovel here?
No.
Oh.
Pooh eats everything. Oh, there is some cake still left on the floor. That half of a cake that Tigger dropped. Oh no, that was at Piglet's house.
Well, I'll tell you what, Roo. How about you have one of these acorns that I brought with me, and let's I'm glancing nervously between Pooh and Roo. Why don't we go play outside in the snow, and maybe we can look for more acorns?
What a great idea!
Yeah, I thought so.
Bring your mother.
No, she can stay. She needs to rest. I think she needs to stay in here for now. It's actually a better idea.
He already has a head start.
Yeah, You said head start.
Oh, all right.
I go hopping towards the door. Snow angels! Snow angels! Let's make
Okay.
snow angels!
I'll play with him.
Sure. You guys are playing with the snow angels outside. It's awesome. Having some fun.
You're muted.
It's Piglet. I'm muted?
Sorry.
Oh,
No. My microphone sometimes pops into mute.
it happens.
Can I sidle up to Eeyore?
Sure. You want to saddle up Eeyore or saddle up to Eeyore?
I
You
wanna
could do
just, like,
both.
I just want to like scooch quickly up to Eeyore as the two are going out into the snow. Hey, so I see you've got your ship ready. A little concerned about Pooh.
I just had this vision of the kid from The Shining going out into the snow and his dad chasing him.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Here's
We have
Johnny.
ready. Sadly, it seems Pooh's gone off the deep end. Once they get a taste for flesh, there's really no coming back.
I love that Eeyore knows this. I'm just saying.
That was my thought too. I love that.
Well, we used to have a pit bull.
Oh, man.
Ooh, does this smell like chloroform? No, I'm just kidding.
Pooh's horrible.
Anyway, Eeyore, I don't want to leave Brew unattended with Piglet, if you know what I mean. So I'm veering heavily into Morty now.
It's not far off.
So you're Morty and I'm Herbert from Family Guy.
That's who he needs to stay away from.
Yeah, I'm just me.
Well, anyway, I figure we might make our way over to where the Heffalump trap is, and if things get dark, maybe we put Piglet in the Heffalump trap.
You could lure Pooh into the Heffalump traps.
As soon as you mention Heffalump trap, you realize that Pooh's actually just been standing behind your shoulder for a moment and says, "I love Heffalumps."
Oh God! Yeah, I don't like them. They're scary, just like being eavesdropped on.
How dark is it? Is it dark out?
Oh, it's dark. It's pitch black.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It never really gets that dark. Only in the Halloween episodes does it really get dark.
Hmm.
Darkness has come.
That's the secret. The
It's
darkness.
just an eerie quiet, but yet you can still hear a storm off in the north. Seems to be getting somewhat closer.
So, what do you say, Pooh? Should we go check the Heffalump trap?
Oh yes.
See if we caught anything.
Lead on. Rue, take my hand.
You know me, I don't like to lead. I get behind Pooh.
Rue and I skip ahead on our way to the Heffalump.
Okay.
Heffalump.
Heffalump.
Awesome. Well, you guys go ahead and give me a navigation check
Okay.
to find Heffalumps. Pooh, this is a place you go to a lot, so you get a bonus die if you need, but you don't need it because you just made one. Oh no, that was a power check. Well, yeah, maybe you do need your bonus die.
Oh, I got a 4.
That's Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's an odd 4. That's pretty damn good. So you know right where the Heffalump traps are because you put them out there. So yeah, you guys are headed that direction. Let's roll over to Gopher real quick. Gopher, where are you coming back at?
Coming back at what?
I said, where are you coming back into the 100-acre wood at?
I wasn't.
Or are you?
I was looking
Okay.
for the map. Christopher's copy of the map or the book.
Okay. So you do find Christopher's copy of the map. It is tucked away in that box along with some other things. It's kind of stuck in there's like a little envelope space where it's kind of tucked in the top of it. And you see another map up here too. It's weird. It's more professional. not written by a kid. It's kind of crumbled up in a corner. And as you do you like look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look at it, it kind of spreads out, and you can see it has a stamp on it, and it says Lickishire Geology, and you can see like parts of the property, like that the 100-acre wood sits on, and the house, and it says, you know, minerals found here, and then it has a thing that says seek sale of property. And you can make an intelligence check to see if you can make it out. Nope.
I'm not in this book either.
Not reading's not your strong suit. But you can take a map with you if you
As
want.
long as I can see TNT, I'm good.
Right. Exactly.
Or PETN. Or no.
Yeah.
Is it the map of the 100-acre wood? Is there anything wrong with it? Like, has anything been smeared or ripped, or that would like especially around like where Kanga's house would have been?
No, it doesn't look like anything's been done to that. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, before I go anywhere, I run back downstairs and look for whiskey.
Look for whiskey. Give me a spot head. We'll see if they got any whiskey. You'll probably find some scotch, maybe, if you're lucky.
That's fine. It's foreign crap, but we'll drink it.
It's not foreign. It's in the UK. Well, I mean,
No, it is. It's Scotland.
Yeah, it is in Scotland. Yeah, all right, whatever. You got it. Yeah, no, you know.
Spot head. There we go.
Nope.
Well,
No
there goes
whiskey.
all my luck for the day.
No doubt, right?
I'll pop back to where I left Tigger.
Okay. It's outside, and Tigger's not there.
Oh, shit.
He's gone. But you do see like a little jump spot where he must have jumped over near the window.
That is not what gophers do best.
It's not.
That's some typing.
Somebody's typing.
Not it.
Well, maybe he's dead. And then I will pop back. And in fear of Rue being eaten, I turned into Rue. Spelled differently. I'll go back and try to grab some others to bring them.
Okay. You go back to Pooh's house?
Yeah.
They're not there.
I figured Tigger's been eaten.
They're not at Pooh's house. But you could see a trail that goes south in the snow.
Okay. Piglet's house is south, right?
Piglet's house is south. Yes. It's true.
I feel exposed. Drop back down, pop up at Piglet's.
Okay, you pop back up at Piglet's house.
They might be snow angels, by the way.
This is probably a good opportunity to take a momentary bio break if anybody would like to, and then we'll come back and we'll get on the road to finishing this bad boy up.
It suits Steve.
Diabolical.
So let's go back as the camera pans back to the 100-acre wood. It's dark and ominous, scary, even quiet, almost like the eye of a hurricane, as the group of Piglet, Rue, Pooh, and Eeyore find themselves south of Pooh's house on the way to Piglet's house, and where the Wuzzles weren't, but we already know where the Wuzzles were because we saw that earlier. But as you come to the area where the Hufflepuff traps are, I'm going to need you all to make a luck check to see if you find the traps or the Hufflepuffs or both. Oh, I like it.
Oh, bother.
Oh bother! You get a bonus
shoot.
die.
That's right.
Bonus die for oh bother. That's,
Oh, bother.
that's not any better.
Even better. Even better.
Oh
Not so
bother!
horrible.
Oh bother!
Turns out I am hungry again.
Yeah. Well, so you fall into a Hufflepuff trap. You don't remember them having sharpened sticks at the bottom of them because you don't really put those there, but they got them today, and there's some sort of like weird black stuff on the edge of
What's
the.
poo?
There's poo on the sticks. So they're not just poo sticks; they're poo sticks.
Have you got
And so let's see here. You're gonna take some damage because you fall onto the poo sticks. Where are my dice? There's my dice thing. Where's that here? Let's go here. Oh, my dice don't like you. You take 6 points of damage
Ouch.
as you punch down onto the things, and they poke through your stuffing, and some of your stuffing kind of comes out, but so does like some red liquid.
I reached down, and I didn't take a major wound or anything. I don't think. Is it rounded down or rounded up?
I think it's rounded down, but
Okay, then yes, I do. Oh no, so I'm good. Pooh reaches down and pulls himself off of one of the spikes, and then gets some of the blood off of his fur and tastes and says, "Tastes like honey."
nice. Okay, so Pooh has disappeared into the darkness. He's like, when you hear him, oh no, oh bother. As he is plunged into the darkness. They're a little deeper than normal, like probably close to 10 feet deep, which is a lot for a stuffed animal, even though you're the biggest of all of them.
Could I get a hand?
No,
Nope.
I only have hooves.
I only have hooves for you.
Pooh, where's Pooh? He's gone. I hear his voice.
He's with
I'm
your
in
mother
your
now.
room.
He's taking a nap.
I'm in the hole, Roo.
I'm looking around. Do I see the hole?
Yeah, well, give me a spot hidden check because you don't have any light.
I gotta get back to the sheet here.
You'll get a bonus die because of the fact that you can hear Pooh's voice.
Does that just roll twice?
Yeah, well, just roll once and we'll see if you'd even need to roll twice.
I might need antiseptic, otherwise I'll get an infection.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a second time. Just replace the first die. Basically. Oh, boom. Yeah, you find him. Your eyes have adjusted. Saw that time in the Australian outback.
Night vision.
Night vision kicks in.
Oh,
See him.
are you down there? Pooh?
Yes, I'm down here in the darkness.
How
It's
deep is the
calm.
hole again? I forgot. Like 10 feet.
It's about 10 feet. You're
Oh, I can't
super
reach
small.
down there. I
Oh,
can't
hell
reach
no.
down there.
Hell no, you can't reach down there.
I look
You can
around.
jump down there. What's your hit points?
He's not that dumb.
What's your hit points?
If you reach
5.
down, I might be able to grab your hand.
Rue, maybe we don't though.
I look around. Is there like a long branch or anything? A long tree branch or anything laying around?
With a spot hidden at 3, yeah, you could see a long tree branch.
Hold on, Pooh. I
Okay,
drag the
Roo.
branch over. Somebody help me. This thing's heavy.
So as you're doing that, what is Eeyore doing?
I fell in the hole too, right? Or no?
No, you didn't fall in the hole.
Oh, thank God! I thought everyone rolled luck, and I just failed, and I was like, I'm dead. I guess.
No, you're good.
I spent this whole time trying to edit my character. Let me go and do something real quick.
I really want to make a who just adopted the darkness, but Eeyore was born in it joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born into it. Molded by.
All right. So what's Eeyore doing?
I actually have to roleplay.
No, you're good.
I walk up to the side of the hole and I look down to see what happened.
You can kind of see Pooh. He's in the darkness a little bit, but it's 10 foot deep. It's quite a ways down.
I'm down here.
You can see a bunch of sharp sticks down there, and you hear like some rustling behind Pooh.
Did you say that Rue is holding a stick down to try to?
Rue's going to get the stick, but it's not really strong, so it's really hard for him to pull the.
I reach my hand down slightly to try to pull him out.
Yeah, you don't reach him.
That's a damn shame.
That's a damn shame.
If only we were in different circumstances. And
So Pooh, you see Eeyore's trying to reach you. Clearly doesn't. You did hear Rue say something about going to get a stick. Piglet, what are you doing here?
Piglet is pacing back and forth at the edge of the hole, wringing their little hands and saying, "Oh, well, if only we had some type of long rope or something, but the longest thing I've ever experienced was a book that just wouldn't end."
I love it.
Pooh kind of seeing that he is his only hope is going to break off 2 of the sticks and is going to use them to shove into the dirt to climb up to the top. And just
I'm sorry. Say one more time.
Stabbing the sticks into the.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you turn around to grab the sticks to pull them out of the ground, which clearly will work. Your strength is so high, you can pull them over. And something is kind of like growling at you.
Oh, hello.
In the hole. And
so you need to sing that "I'm just a little raccoon clown."
Yeah. Jason, I might need some help with this one too.
You need some. You want Garett to sing that to a beat? Is that what you want?
No.
What do you need?
To
Heffalump?
Maybe talk about cosmic horror.
Yeah, I got it.
I think you already fixed it.
Yeah, I created a. What is this? My nose
cool.
handout.
I can pull it out then.
Here it is.
Show to everyone.
You got it. Show to everyone. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you see this, and it's almost the same size as you are, and it's kind of barreling around. You can see it has a hole in its leg where it clearly has also in its trunk, and as it opens its mouth, its teeth are horrendously jagged, and it's like, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you for making these holes." And it's coming towards you.
No, we're not.
What's your dexterity?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
One moment.
And Eeyore, you can see this thing coming towards Rue. It's about the same size as Rue, and it looks really angry.
Coming towards Rue or Pooh?
Oh, it's coming towards Pooh. Excuse me.
Okay. My dex is 35.
35. So it actually has a lower dex, so you do move quicker, and you have the 2 sticks in your hand. What are you going to do?
I do.
Try to flee, or?
Yeah, I'm not going to fight this thing if I can avoid it. So I'm going to say, "Oh bother!" and I'm going to just start trying to haul ass up the side of this thing because this thing doesn't look like it can climb.
All right. How good were you? Did you have those little like boards when you were in like?
Yeah, those things. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So phys ed boards. Yeah, those.
Yep.
These kids these days don't understand those things.
I still remember what it was like trying to climb that damn rope.
I was just gonna say a 50-foot rope with a 1-inch pad at the bottom of it.
Great stuff.
With an old man in gym shorts yelling at you as you're going up there.
Yeah, of course.
Should I
Because that
roll
was.
climb?
Yeah, climb. You can actually give me a strength roll.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, that's.
But a climb, you're successful with the climb roll. So that's good.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you are. You see. So Eeyore, you see Pooh with these big sharp sticks in his hand, just kind of like hauling up the side, coming straight at you. And he looks intent on stabbing the shit out of whatever's in front of him.
Yeah.
I just put a hand out and I push his head back a little bit. Just another day.
All right, Pooh, you managed to climb out of this hole just as Rue and Piglet are turning your direction. Rue, you tried to grab a stick, but it's just too heavy for you to carry. And let's roll back over to Gopher here for a minute and Tigger. So Tigger, you went into the house. That's what you saw. You're hiding in under the bed. Gopher, what are you doing?
Usually I go to locations.
You can go within a location though.
I know. I was thinking, trying to use like tremor sense or something to see if I could figure out where they are, but
You could do a willpower roll.
I mean, I'm a Gopher.
You could do a power roll.
Yeah, I could do that. See if I can find.
You know they went south, so
Well,
either.
I'm specifically looking for Piglet's panicked pacing.
Okay. Yeah.
Good alliteration. That was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Has not stopped.
Pacing.
She's doing something.
Okay.
Power.
Yeah, perfect.
Ah,
So you pop up
she's
over
really
at the
ramping it up.
Huffle Up Traps. Pooh is running back and forth. Rue is trying to drag a big stick towards a hole, and just at that time you see Eeyore just back up a tiny bit, and Pooh with these two large, probably 2-foot jagged sticks covered with blood as he climbs up out of the hole. Kind of does that fat man roll, like out of the thing. That's what you see. What are you gonna do?
It's a little unsettling.
Oh, I knew they were real. I knew it. Piglet's just frantically running back and forth.
Let's hope they can't climb.
Hey, it seems like
Fully from Jason.
I have both of those.
Christopher Robin is. Let's try something. Everybody grab hands.
No,
I don't know
what?
Just take my hand.
Oh, have you sanitized it?
Hold
Come
on.
with me if you want to live.
Hold on 1 second. I have to take care of my injuries. Oh, bother. There's an antiseptic around here. I just know it. Can I try to roll first aid on myself?
Sure. Keep in mind, if you fail that, you will.
I can put some gunpowder on it and cauterize it.
I'm gonna.
You see that Piglet has been using the antiseptic to sanitize their hands. Sanitize everyone else's hands.
There's an empty bottle of antiseptic laying there. Unfortunately, that's going to do some damage to you. So D3.
I'm.
Go ahead.
That's fine.
Yeah, D3 points of damage.
While he's doing that, can I
You're
reach
trying to.
sneak one of those sticks away?
Oh yeah, because he probably set it down.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's like the opposite of what you were trying to do.
Right.
I'm helping.
Could I get some help here?
I think I'm bleeding.
Kanga's leaking out of my insides.
Well, Pooh, I'm happy to help you, Pooh, but you have to promise that you're not going to try and eat Rue, because honestly, I thought this was going in a totally different direction.
Eat Rue?
Can
I
Rue
would never do that.
Can Rue attempt to do first aid on Pooh?
Sure.
Spend 3 luck.
Can I push it?
Yeah, you could spend 3 luck, or you could push it. Both are.
I'll spend. It's more fun.
I mean, pushing is definitely more fun than spending the luck, for sure. Especially with a 30 at
I
your
think I have
your
3
disposal.
hit points left.
Yeah, you do.
I'll spend the 3 points. I will be.
All right, spend the 3
He
points.
did eat your mom.
It does only give you D3 back.
So did Rue a little bit too.
Do I call him stepdad now?
We're related.
Can we not be by the Hufflepuff pit?
I feel like I can still hear it making noises. Am I the only one that's hearing that? I feel like it can't just be me, right?
Take my damn hand!
So as Gopher's saying, like, take my hand, you hear some rustling in the trees, and you realize that that's a baby Huffalo. And Mama is coming to find it, and it is really big.
Instead of taking Gopher's hand, I think Piglet fully goes runs behind them and just kind of glomps on.
Okay.
Harder.
Yeah, I'll grab hold with my sticks as well.
Okay. There's only one because Eeyore kicked the other one away.
Yep.
Grabbed it, sir.
You grabbed it? Okay, yeah, perfect.
We're doing like a conga line.
Yeah, doing like a little conga line. Okay.
And
Where are you going?
this is not my book. And pop out to Christopher's where I brought up with Tigger.
Okay, yeah. So you pop up outside, and you guys are all there. While this is going
Panting, bent over, going.
what is Tigger doing underneath the bed? Christopher Robin has been looking around. He has not come to look underneath the bed at any time. He did go downstairs. And he starts crying again.
Is he downstairs now?
Yeah, he's downstairs now.
Okay. Does he sound more calm?
He sounds very upset, but more sad upset than crazed upset, like he was like when you first got here.
Yeah. As long as he's no longer threatening or throwing things around, I think Tigger would slowly climb out from underneath the bed.
Yeah.
And then bounce his way down the stairs to see if he can find Christopher Robin, because he is his friend.
So
he wants to
so he is. When you get to the top of the stairs, you realize that he's at the bottom of the stairs, and you can see this twisted body kind of laying there, one shoe kind of on the stairs, like this grayish green looking hue to her skin, her neck twisted in an angle that you've twisted your tail like that before, but not a neck. It seems like it would hurt. And her glass is cracked and broken at the bottom of the stairs, and he's just sitting on the stoop on the stairs, just crying with his hand in his face in his hands.
Okay. He doesn't see me, right? He's like looking away.
Yeah, he's looking away from you. You're like looking down at him.
So Tigger approaches slowly. Christopher Robin, are you okay?
He's like, it's so terrible. I don't know what to do. Look, can you just make her get up?
Maybe she needs some rest. And he bounces back into the room and grabs a blanket off of the bed and comes back.
Okay. Yeah, so he bounces down with the blanket and puts the blanket over top of her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you cover her head?
No, I sort of tuck her in. I don't move her in a more comfortable position, but I tuck her in a bit, like up to the chin kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Her head's in a really weird position. You might have to move it to really get the blanket underneath her chin.
It's all right. We'll just get it right up in there. It's okay, Christopher Robin. She'll be okay.
I don't think so. She hasn't moved in a couple of days. But I haven't been able to go outside. There's been a guy outside he keeps wanting her to come outside, but I think there was some sort of loud noise and there's a fire out there.
Fire, you say?
Yeah, see? And he kind of points out the window, and you can see out the front window, and there's a truck out there that's just in flames. And it's a little unsettling for you because you've never been outside. Oh no, you're in I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're in the 100 acre woods still.
Let me wrap back a little bit. I'm sorry. So
You wouldn't let me take him.
You wouldn't actually have seen the body.
Right.
I apologize. That was my bad.
Two different houses coming together. You're right.
Yeah, two different worlds getting shoved together. But he is crying at the bottom of the stairs, and he's talking about her like he can see her, but you can't.
Okay. So I sit down next to him, and I put my hand on his shoulder. I said, "It's okay, Christopher Robin."
It's like, I don't think it's going to be okay, but you guys have to help me. It's like whenever we can't figure things out together, maybe. And as he turns, you can see that little pendant like underneath his shirt that kind of is a low-hanging shirt.
Sure. Tigger goes in for a hug.
Okay. He gives you a hug.
Excellent. I don't let go until he does.
Okay. He holds you for a few minutes.
Perfect.
All right. All right, and then he lets go.
Okay. So that's a good start. Now, how can we solve this problem?
I don't know. Gopher was here earlier.
You're right, Gopher. We need our friends. Our friends will definitely know what to do.
Yeah. Do you want to go find him?
I think that's a great idea. Finding our friends is what Tiggers do best. And he bounces up towards the door.
Cool. Give me a roll with a bonus die.
Just what Tiggers do best?
Yeah.
Oops.
That hasn't actually worked for me the entire night.
You get a bonus though.
Oops,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Not gonna work. So the door is like weird. It's at that weird angle, and it's hard to see. So it's hard to open.
Yeah, so Tigger bounces up and he grabs it. And after a second, he hops down and goes, "Can you get the door?"
I fixed it too well.
Yeah, that's true. Gopher did fix it too well. Okay, that was actually the door at Owls that you fixed. Yeah. So what do you guys do outside? You hear like some rumbling. You see the door handles like turning a little bit. Having a technical cat difficulties. I like it. I can see it. What do you guys do outside Christopher Robin's house? You're all there.
Oh, all of us are there? Okay.
Yep.
I would start walking towards the door. I want to see Christopher Robbins.
Okay. You walk towards the door. You can see the door handle is turning. Like somebody's trying to open the door, but they're having some trouble because the door is like sideways and like broken. It's weird.
I think Piglet gets their little glass or pottery shard ready.
Okay.
Oh, it could be a woozle or a heffalump.
I stay behind all of them.
I walk up to the door with my stick and give it a rat-a-tat-tat.
Okay. Tigger, you hear like a tap, tap, tap on the other side of it.
Who is it?
Oh, it's your dear friends. We're waiting and the darkness is coming.
Christopher Robin, our friends found us. See?
Oh,
Everything's going to
yeah.
be just fine.
Maybe we can we force the door open?
Yeah, I take my stuffed animal body and I grab the handle and put a foot on the door frame and I start pulling.
Yeah, it's not really doing anything.
I could maybe try and get some of the little door, like, jam, nope, what's the word? Nails. I could maybe try and wiggle them out and then we could just knock it over.
Eeyore, you could donkey kick it.
Or you're
Better than donkey punching it.
I donkey punch.
I said it, but I was muted.
Different.
Literally at the same time as Tim. It was just exactly. It was a jinx
Everyone
moment.
talks about the efficiency of a donkey kick, but never the donkey punch.
Second time in a week we talked about that. Let's move on. I gotta move on.
It's true. Blackstraw had the donkey punch.
Ugh.
To
Or
roll.
give me a strength check. Yep. Or if you have it might be under combat, you might have it there. Boom. So Tigger, you are holding on to the door handle, and Christopher Robin is like kind of behind you a little bit, and Eeyore just hauls off and twin leg kicks the center of the door, and it just shatters into shards all over the inside, throwing you across the room, and you just kind of land. Give me a jump check to kind of keep your balance, or you can use what Tiggers do best too.
Be
My
careful.
jump is way higher.
There could be poop sticks.
Yeah. So
Give me
booing,
the
you bounce off of it, and you guys are reunited here in the foyer area of the house. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. We gotta fix this. The 100-acre wood it's gonna go away, and then you'll all be gone."
Gone where?
Everything.
I will live forever.
At this point, I'm honestly kind of praying for the sweet release of death.
I can point out I didn't say that.
I'm not in this book.
Not at this point.
You're not.
So what is it?
Okay.
Well, what do you mean? How do we fix it? I don't understand a lot about what's going on.
I don't know. The guy that was grandma. She said she sold the house, and then we'd have to find another wood.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You can probably just come right along back to the 100-acre wood with us. You could stay with us there forever.
That would be
Ever and
wonderful
ever.
forever and ever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
Like they
Maybe.
said.
Maybe not with Pooh.
I'm kind of missing Disney at this point.
Hero point. Wait, that's not what we're playing.
Could be. Okay.
Where's your grandmother?
She's. I think she's dead.
Oh, did you find her head in a pot too?
No, I didn't find her head in the pot.
I see her.
Pooh.
It's in a picnic basket now.
And that's when he realizes that Rue is here. And he says, "Wait. You can't be here."
Can I hear you?
She saw. She can't see. No. No Kanga means no Rue. Give me a willpower check.
Rue?
And you're going to want to make this.
You mean power check?
Yeah, power. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I got.
Play too many damn game systems.
I know. I was looking for it too.
Oh! Would you like to push that roll?
Let's push it.
Oh no, shit, we gonna push it.
That was so amazing.
I was puckering there.
Tommy,
badass.
send me your address. You got to get a T-shirt and some stickers. Byron, you lose. I'm just saying.
For a brief moment, Rue starts to like flicker, and he starts to phase out, and then he comes back, and he's like, "No, you can't.
Yes.
You can't be here. You can't see."
See what?
And he looks over at Pooh and tries to grab the stick out of Pooh's hand.
I'm gonna shove it in his neck.
Okay! Woo! That ramped up.
Take my fucking stick.
Uh-oh.
We've been through some shit, literally.
All right. Well, give me a, I guess it's just a strength check or a brawl if you have it or whatever you want to use there. God.
I mean, if you're gonna let me do a strength,
That's a shitty deal.
You're going to let me do a strength check?
the raw end of the
Yeah, I will, I will let you do a strength check.
It's getting to the point on that one.
Oh. So where do you jab him? You jab him in the neck?
I think I'm too short for that, so I get him like.
Oh, you're not, because he's an 8-year-old boy. You're slightly smaller.
Yeah,
So
let's get
yeah,
him, like right here, like
Okay.
just above. Yeah,
in the heart.
no, above
That's
it,
okay.
like above it. Yeah.
Right in the clavicle.
Yeah, right in the clavicle.
Actually, I think it's his clavicle that prevents you from stabbing him in the heart, because it's kind of just at that angle that's up, and it just like stabs through him, and he's like, "Ow!"
I thought friends were forever, but forever is a long time, isn't it?
God.
Somebody clip that.
Wait, wrong button. Somebody clip that, please. Oh my God. Tim, that was amazing. That was amazing.
No need to be scared, Piglet. I'll make sure it doesn't hurt him much.
No,
Okay.
he's the reason. He's the reason that Kanga's not here. Get him!
He is now a little yeah. So what is everybody else doing as they see Pooh jab him in the the upper shoulder with a stick?
Tigger would say, "No, Pooh, what are you doing?" And he would jump onto Christopher Robin and like hold on to him.
Okay.
He's
yeah.
our friend.
Yeah, you hold him.
Give me a jump check. You hold him right.
Wait. That's not what I meant at all.
This is so good.
Jump him, literally.
That's what Tiggers do best.
Yeah, so you jump on him, you have a hold of him. He can't move his arms because you have him like all completely like bound up.
Yeah, and that's not Tigger's intention by any means, but I can see that. Like he's on him like a man hugging a tree, and he's just like, no, we have to protect him. But if he can't run,
All right. Piglet, you're seeing this go down. Eeyore, you're seeing this go down. And Gopher, you're seeing from a little bit of a distance, but you're seeing it go down too.
Try to pull Pooh back.
All right, you're gonna try to grab Pooh.
Clenching.
It's very difficult.
It'd be a post strength.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
What?
Yeah. So you're gonna make a strength roll, and he's gonna make a strength roll. Ooh. Pooh's not doing so well.
I'm gonna push it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Eeyore's 64, but that 58 beats it. So he struggles. Oh, yeah. There you go, Nedley. I love it. All right. So Eeyore just kind of pushes him, just nudges with his neck or whatever, and just pushes Pooh back. And it's literally like Eeyore trying to stop Pooh in a fucking fist fight.
I'm keeping my stick. So you know.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you are. Gopher, what are we doing here?
Panicking. He's got that the map of the crystal deposits and stuff, and he's looking at. He's thinking. That's like, is it around? Is it kind of centered around Christopher's real house?
Yeah, that and 100 Aker Wood.
So it's in both. I'm gonna maybe go check one of those out. Maybe blow it up.
Okay, interesting. I'll give it to you. So yeah, which one you want to go to? The 100 Aker Wood one or the house one?
House.
Okay, house. Yeah, so you pop over there and you pop into a cavern that's underneath the house, and it just has these crystals all in this cave, and they're kind of purple and glowing, and they kind of feel like they're giving off some sort of like phosphorescent light. And as you're looking at these crystals, you remember that pendant that you saw on Christopher Robin's necklace, and it's kind of made out of the same rock.
Well, shit.
But you do have your handy dandy toolbox
I do.
with the explosives
And a plunger.
and the plunger and whatever
Starts doing
tool.
Hold on, missing the teeth. There's just that cord with the dynamite laying all over the place.
Okay. Yep.
You want me to
So are you going back out? Or are you going like outside, or where are
Yeah,
you going with
however.
your choice?
Yeah, I mean, safe distance. Can I blow it up? I don't know if I can blow it up from outside.
You've never tried to use your explosives at that kind of distance.
Well,
But you know that blowing it up in here is probably not good for you.
yeah. No guts, no glory. Yeah, I'll try it from outside.
Okay, outside the house, or are you going into the 100 Aker Wood with the thing?
Outside the house?
Like you staying in the real world, but outside the house?
Yeah, because I'm afraid that if I try to go to the 100 Acre
Okay.
Wood, that I won't. I mean, if I'm in somewhat of a proximity,
Yeah.
in the real world, it's better than trying to cross
Got it.
realms with it.
Okay. You pop up outside, and as you pop up, you have the thing in your hand. It kind of swings up on the handle, and you have it up in the air. A massive explosion happens, throws you back like probably 50 feet into some bushes and stuff that are at the edge of the road. The house is covered in like a purpley smoke. It rumbles, it shakes, and then it comes down. And when it comes down, the house in the 100-acre wood comes down. And it collapses. I need everybody to make a dexterity check that is near it to avoid being in the house when it comes down.
Like all of that.
Well, it's not TPK because technically I'm not there.
PPK.
Oh.
And Gopher.
TPK
Death by
minus
Gopher.
1.
This is what happens in my barn.
And I need to roll one for Christopher Robin.
I'm gonna spend
Christopher
luck on
Robin's
this
good.
one.
It looks like yeah. It looks like Eeyore and Pooh.
I'm gonna spend luck.
Spend luck? Okay, yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of luck, Tim.
It sure is, but it seems like a really important thing to not be caught in.
It
doesn't
does. It does. All right. So
How much luck would I need?
A whole
actually,
ton of luck.
Eeyore is going to get to roll a bonus die because you know why? Because his house falls down all the fucking time. He always has to rebuild the house of sticks, so he knows how to get out of the house of sticks.
Just another Monday.
And that's good enough, I think.
Yeah.
33. Oh, no, it's not. You can just spend 3 points of luck, though. Yep. So you managed to all escape the house as Christopher Robin kind of dives forward out of the house. You're all laying in the yard as the house completely comes down and crumbles and falls into a hole with these jagged crystals around the sides of the hole. And they're like a pink smoke kind of coming up out of the thing. And he's like, What have you done?
We've
Oh
buried
dear,
your
oh dear, oh dear,
grandmother.
oh dear.
We buried your grandmother. I'm done.
That's an official
Tim
Viking
broke me.
funeral right there.
Tim broke the internet.
I've
He
seen a
broke-
lot of shit happen in this game. That's not one of them. That's not one of them.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. That's what makes it even worse.
He's been interred.
All right. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Now, why would you be taking my stick, Christopher Robin?
It's like, because Rue can't be here. Kanga saw, and so Rue has to go.
What exactly did Kanga see? That, I mean, if you try and hurt the boy, I'm sorry, but I'm probably gonna have to shank you.
He's like, you gotta go. You gotta go, maybe in the hole.
No, I don't think so.
It's not
so-
going anywhere.
All right, so Christopher Robin is gonna make a move for Rue. Piglet, what's your dexterity?
It's real good. It's real good, guys.
It's real good, ain't it?
Pretty good. Yeah, well, I'm gonna roll dexterity or
Well, no, you're just quicker. You're quicker, so you get to go. So whatever you would like to do.
Oh.
So I
well,
will allow. You do have some skills here. Let's see what Piglet has. Piglet has some craft skills. He has singing, sewing, and baking. And you probably have sewed some things together before, so you're used to sharp things like needles, and you've poked yourself with them a few times during your sewing, so you know where it hurts.
Yes, of
could
course.
either
Yes,
roll-
absolutely.
You can either roll sewing or you can roll brawl, your choice.
I'm gonna roll sewing.
I'm gonna have to fix your sewing might not work when you hit it.
My
There's
sewing
error.
says 065. I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know
an
why.
error in the character sheet. Let me fix that real quick. Skills. It might not
would
work
assume
because of that. Yeah,
65?
it just might not work because of that. Sick. Okay, try it now.
Close your character sheet and open it back up just in case. Oh, no, it worked.
I'm an
Yeah,
expert
I fixed
sewer.
it.
Yep, well done.
Yeah. So boom. So yeah,
I have
you
a dangerous little pot, like
stab
shard
him. What do
pottery.
you? Yeah, you're starting with a shard of pottery. So it's gonna do D4. So why don't you go ahead and roll me a D4 for damage on the pottery, the honey pot shard.
Sharded.
Ow.
Started. I ain't
Yeah.
started.
Boom. As he takes 3 points of damage. So he has now been stabbed with a poo stick. And but not a kapoo stick. But
Step away from the boy.
Right. Okay, yeah, and he's like, ow! He's like, you're gonna go in the hole too.
All right, bitch, I was bored in the hole.
Tigger and Eeyore. And Pooh.
Yeah, Tigger is not going to let Christopher Robin hurt Piglet.
Okay.
He says, Christopher Robin, we're friends.
He's like, yeah, we are, but they're not. Get them. And he looks at you, and you see that little thing glow on his neck. And give me a POW check.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. His mind control does not work.
Yeah, I say
It's
no.
in his head.
We are all friends here.
He doesn't look like a friend, but
Doesn't.
what would you like to do?
I don't have a weapon.
Sure you
but-
do. You can jump and kick him. You could.
That's what I was
Anything's a
going to
weapon to
say.
you because that's what Tiggers do best.
Right. That's what I was going to say is like, I'm trying to stop him from approaching Piglet. If he does go after any of my friends, I'm going to try to jump and like mule kick, Tigger kick him.
What is
and
your
knock him
What
off
is
his
your
balance.
intent? What is your intent with your?
To knock
Tigger
him
kick.
off balance.
Okay.
Not to decapitate or anything wild like that, but just
Sure.
to like stop him from attacking.
Okay. So he is going to make that move, but it'll be after Eeyore gets to go.
Okay.
And Rue, you'll be able to go too, as you see him coming after you.
Oh, so what I see is Christopher Robin start aggressively trying to take out Piglet.
Yeah, well, he's trying to go after Rue, but yeah, definitely Piglet too. Piglet's right there.
I jab him with the poo stick.
Okay, cool. Give me a brawl roll or something like that. Or let's see if you have any skills that would be helpful. Let's look at your character sheet real quick.
It's
You got brawl. You have ride. So you do have a 50 in psychology. You could actually try to talk him down, perhaps, as an option.
That's gonna interrupt my
Or build house. You're stabbing him with a nail. I mean, you're used to stabbing it through boards. So I'd let you use build house as a roll. With a brawl if you wanted to.
Where is that?
It's going to be on your right hand side, towards the top of your skills.
I see. All right. Yeah. I'm.
Everybody has an artsy craftsy kind of skill.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Sure. Go ahead and make a roll.
Yeah, mine's demolitions.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes
So
we
build
wanna
house.
create, must
You
be
stab him for D4 points of damage with your big sharp nail. Are you able to roll a D4 or you want me to roll it?
I think so. Hold on.
1 point. So
Yeah.
it's a small stab, but you stab him nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You stab him with the nail. He takes some more damage. He's like, ow! He's like, I'm going to have to get all of you, apparently. Rue, what are you going to do? And then after Rue is Pooh.
Can't hear you.
Yep, you're muted.
Rabbit took his voice.
Oh, sorry. I want to try to use charm or appearance. Would that be allowed?
Yeah, you certainly can. It's gonna be, you're gonna need a extreme success though, because he is
Okay.
literally trying to get rid of you.
Well, can I use appearance since that's higher than my charm?
You could use either one, buddy.
I'm gonna just try to look really, really cute. Christopher Robin, why are you hurting your friends?
Yes. Oh!
In your face, Byron.
Beautiful. Well done.
Beautiful. Yeah. So he just like stops and he kind of looks at you and he goes, "You can't exist because your mom doesn't exist. She's gone."
Where's your mom?
She died a long time ago.
But you're still here.
Ooh.
Logic.
Yeah. Wow, that's deep.
Don't screw with the therapist.
Yeah.
No shit, right? Oh, wow.
Wait,
I'm gonna write
Okay.
that one down.
how do you spell that?
Hey Byron, real
Yeah.
quick, could you just sign here because Tommy
Yeah, no doubt,
Tommy
dude.
delivered that. It's been delivered successfully.
That's
Holy
delivered,
shit.
dude. That's wow. Okay.
The copay.
Let's see what
$30.
what happens with that. You know, I mean, you made your appearance roll. That's crazy, dude. What does he have to do? Tell me. Tommy, I'm gonna let you decide. You're a Cthulhu player.
What does Christopher Robin have to do?
Yeah, so he's trying to make you not exist,
Mm-hmm.
but you've now convinced him that you could exist without his mom because he exists without his mom, and that's a paradox to him.
He says you're right, and he starts heading towards the hole to jump in.
We'll see if he can make a willpower check. He only has a 42 willpower, so he's not really good at this. So let's see
do
what
it.
happens here for the stream.
Let's do it. Oh.
Doesn't work. As he gets close to the hole, the charm on his neck starts to glow. Really, it starts, and you hear like a humming sound. It's like, woo, 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 woo. Gopher, what are you doing?
I pop back into the 100-acre wood.
You come out of the hole with the things, and you see him. He's standing there.
Well, I was gonna
This-
say pop up like right underneath them.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can.
Oh, crap.
He's at the edge of the hole, so you can do that.
I don't know. I think I was gonna go try to see if the crystals were still in the hole.
Crystals are in the hole.
Well, shit, didn't work there. So I'm gonna dig back down. I'm gonna go down and try to blow these up too.
Okay, are you going to the 100-acre wood ones?
Yep.
Okay. You go to the 100-acre wood. There is the very similar thing there. You can see there's a map laid out. There are like crude, like caricatures of the characters of Pooh and Piglet and Tigger, kind of carved out of wood and soapstone. And they're just kind of arranged around like a little table with a picnic cloth on it. And there is a map and some candles and some symbols scrabbled all over the map. What do you do?
I might need clarification on what you did.
Sure, no problem. So there's like you go over where the 100-acre wood is.
Mhm.
There's like a cavern, and inside that cavern there is a small like a box that has like a picnic tablecloth over top of it with a map on it. Some black candles that have been screwed around. There's some weird symbols, the symbols you saw up in the attic, scribbled all over the map, and some caricatures made of like wood and soapstone that are all around the.
What do they look like? This
The table.
The sculpture.
Like really weird, like things of you guys, of like Piglet and Roo and Pooh and Tigger.
I was gonna say if there's rabbit, I flick it off the table.
There is a rabbit. Yeah, you flick it off the table.
Lazy shit. There's that same circle.
Mhm.
Little places. I'm gonna use my little digger claws and scratch it up.
Okay, you scratch it up.
And if nothing happens, then I'm like, I'll look through the stuff. If I don't think there's anything that's going to help, I'm just going to go back to my art.
Okay.
I call this Symphony of Destruction #2.
Okay. So you plant the charges and stuff. We're gonna go back to the other guys real quick. All right, what are you guys doing in here? Christopher Robin's near the hole.
It's time. I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah, it is. It is your turn.
Yeah. 1 second here. Need to get my roll 20 up here.
You're good.
I say, looks like I found a new way to fill my jar, and this time it's not honey I'm after. And I'm going to charge after him, and using the power of my skadoosh butt, I'm going to try to bounce him into the pit.
Okay, I like it.
Planting myself as strong as I can when I do so I don't go.
I'm not sure what role skadoosh butt is, but we're going to figure that out. What
I don't know.
I feel like deep down you know.
I think everyone knows deep down.
Deep down, you know what skadoosh butt is. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do with that? I don't feel like Dex does it, but I don't feel Strength does it.
Maybe my size.
Not just a power roll.
You know your size is less than your strength, but more than your dexterity. We're gonna say size with a hard success.
Okay, and as I run towards him, I go, think.
Nice. Way to get your bonus die, Tim. I don't have the chat open, so. Oh, that's not good.
50.
Bonus die is a 51, though. So yeah, you bonk him, and as you bonk him, he reaches out and he grabs a hold of you.
I'm trying to stay planted as strong as I can.
So it's going to be a strength roll. He rolled horrible. So, yeah. So he grabs a hold of you, and it's like Hans Gruber at the Nakatomi Plaza. He's just like he's falling back into the thing as he hits the crystals and tumbles down and whatever. And then the thing around his neck just kind of tightens and chokes him. You see him start to turn blue, and then the hole just goes and shuts.
That's what friends are for.
The good times.
And
the bad times.
He gone as Gopher blows up the thing. And the 100-acre wood explodes in real life, and the trees crumble, and the crystals, and it starts to tumble in the hole. And as the camera pans and looks at Gopher, he turns into a real Gopher. And he just like hops off into the forest. And that's the end.
Sorry.
You guys.
Okay.
You guys,
Oh,
I don't know what happens to you guys.
My
So
God.
good.
I think you should go around and
We're
just
gonna have to figure that
explain.
out.
No, hold them accountable. What happens? Starting with Tommy and going backwards.
Oh,
Tommy,
geez.
go.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
what
what's
happens to you?
spot, dude.
I'm crying
so the
right
real
now.
100-acre wood blew up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 100-acre wood is gone. The pendant is gone. The pendant's what allowed him to...
Tell us about your death is what I want to know. How does that play out?
Rue is sort of standing there looking adorably cute, and he starts to realize that he's like little sparkles, and he just disintegrates in like little sparkles. And a little sound effect placed.
Tommy, can I ask you a question?
What?
Does it... No, really, listen to me. Does it hurt?
It's horribly painful.
It hurts
it's cute,
so
but horribly
fucking
painful.
bad.
It's disgustingly
Horribly cute. and
I
painful.
smell the plastic. Good riddance.
Yes.
Good riddance.
So cute, it hurts.
Garrett.
I seem to always get the character that likes to blow stuff up or light it on fire. I love it.
That's your choice.
No, I mean I got demolition characters twice now with you guys, so it's smoke.
Not like this one, though.
I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I was like, you know what? I've got it. Let's use it. I think he runs off in the woods and gets hit by a truck on a 2-track.
Wow.
Wow! Roadkill.
Oh my
Gopher.
God. Yeah. So you're just like you're like prevailing, and there's like happy escape music playing, and you're just like, and then this thing just like.
Yeah,
hit by a fireworks
and like a tube of toothpaste just goes out both sides. Just
It's actually a trailer that has like a excavator on it, and they were going to Christopher Robin's house.
All right, what's Tigger do? I'm saving.
it's the
Eeyore for
ambulance
last.
going to go get that guy whose trailer blew up his truck.
Yeah, the fire truck.
Yeah.
I think Tigger would be really upset, especially after watching Rue sort of fade out, and he would be standing there, and but we're all friends, and he would turn into a stuffed animal, and just fall over, completely lifeless.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Oh. Piglet. My God. Sweet Piglet. What happens to you?
Jeez.
What?
Little Piglet.
I think Piglet's watching this all unfold. So many things are happening. Watching Christopher Robin fall in slow-mo, watching Gopher run off, watching Rue disintegrate, watching Tigger just calcify. And I think Piglet just sits down and looks at Eeyore and is like, I get it now.
It's great closure for Eeyore.
That's it.
So this changes my sequence as a like a viewer. So Eeyore, what do you say to that? And I think that Tim's going to take us home, and I'm afraid of what he's going to say. So please talk for a long time, Steve, so I don't have to hear Tim's thing.
Yeah. Eeyore just looks at Piglet and smiles and says, well, I had always stopped hoping for a miracle. Now I just get an ending. And I, drop to my knees and just sort of like deflate a little bit. But with a big smile on my face.
And finally, Tim.
Piglet standing in the obsolescence that is the old 100-acre woods, as everything fades to black, simply says, "The pact is sealed." And then there's a moment where he's sucked into time and space and becomes a thing of urban legends that whenever kids are heard singing the Winnie the Pooh theme song, he gets summoned to their reality and stalks them and kills them. But does that really happen?
He turns into Beetlejuice?
Oh, my God.
Turns into a horrible B movie.
Yes. Yep. He actually becomes part of a found footage movie.
That's an actual B movie, by the way.
Yeah.
It was.
You for Blumhouse, okay? Come on.
Never saw it.
It
Tim.
did get a sequel.
Tim.
You get a sequel.
Tim, Lenora, Mike, Steve, Garett, and Tommy, you just played the best role-playing game I have ever played in my entire life. I've been playing since I was 12, and I had the honor of playing this for the first time at Chaosium Con, and it was more fun than I've ever had. Byron, you are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm honored to run it on a stream, and even more honored to run it for this group of people.
Yes.
You guys are
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
Feels so great. I was
Guys.
able to hang out with Byron like multiple times at Chaosium Con.
Thanks, man.
I'm actually playing his game. This is great.
Yeah.
Dude, so
I
Chaosium
will
Con,
tell you,
get
this
on-
is
get
not
on
going
the
to be
Discord.
the end.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
not going to
God.
be the end. There is a part 2 to this scenario.
Maybe I just got
Even
horribly
if all the stuff you've done,
Yeah.
there's still a part 2.
Wow.
I've never did it because there's never been like a total TPK like this. But you guys did.
I mean, technically,
You mean,
I
like,
killed
killing-
myself. But, yeah,
Killing
yeah.
Christopher Robin, the boy whose head we're all probably inside of, was not a good move.
Yeah, right.
yeah, that's probably not a
Right.
good move. Yeah,
Right.
not a good move. Yeah. So
Let's resurrect his grandma next time. Zombie.
that was tried. Somebody did stuff him and try to make a zombie to talk to the guy
Oh!
with their hand inside Christopher Robin's grandmother's head. That has happened. That has happened in one of the runnings. One of the runnings, so Gopher actually brings her body back into the 100-acre
That
wood.
was what I was gonna do, but I was like,
And then they're trying to figure it out, and they go to Owl's house, and they're looking around, and they can't find. They try to find a book or something that can help, and I make the person roll that's looking, and I think it's Piglet. Piglet finds a book. He rolls an ot2, finds a book, and I'm like, I'm on the spot. Like, this has never happened. I'm at a con running this game, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of books you find. And the first thing that could pop into my head was something that you could do. No, was a book about Doctor Who.
oh,
It is a thing about this guy who saves the
Bait
universe. He saves the universe by going around. He's got this big scarf. He has a police box. And so they decide that they are going to make a chest and paint it and finger paint it and write police on it, and Piglet makes a scarf.
They
and
summoned Doctor Who to
and they get
The Raggedy Man.
they get the screwdriver out of Gopher's toolbox, and they get a hat, and they dress Tigger up because Tigger has what Tiggers do best, right? And so he makes saying, he's like, oh, and then Piglet says, make sure you make the sounds. And then there's like, aruga, aruga, aruga. And he's like, I make the chest disappear. And Tara Roy was actually playing the screwdriver. Yeah, screwdriver noises are what Tiggers do best. That's what Tara said, because Tara was playing Tigger. And the police box disappeared.
that was it.
And Grandma's body is somewhere in time and space in a blue chest. But we've never figured out what happened in that game. But yeah, so there are sequels to happen.
I have to ask, did Christopher Robin push Grandy down the stairs?
So what happened, so Christopher Robin's grandmother in the 1920s in the UK, there were a lot of farms and stuff that were sold for mineral rights. And so my theory was that Christopher Robin's grandmother, they were a little, 1920s, they didn't have a lot of money. And so they decided to sell the house and to move somewhere else and to raise Christopher Robin somewhere else. His grandparents, of course, raised him because his parents died. And during that time, Christopher Robin was very upset. He wasn't going to be able to go to the 100-acre wood and play with the stuffed animals anymore, where he couldn't go in his imagination and so forth. And so he is at the table, they're eating. He kicks the chair over. He storms upstairs. He goes into the bedroom and slams his door. He grabs Kanga and he's holding her really tight. And she comes up the stairs, as grandparents do, trying to calm down a child who's like 8 years old, and convinces him to come out of his room. She's standing at the top of the stairs, and Christopher Robin comes out. He's holding Kanga, and she says, Christopher Robin, it's going to be okay. We'll find another woods that you could play in. And she tries to give him a hug. And when she tries that, he says, I don't want there to be another wood. And he kind of does like this double axe handle move, and she tumbles. And she falls down and breaks her neck and dies. And so I'm sure that Tim and also Tommy can kind of attest to this. A lot of times when children of young age experience some sort of really bad trauma, they blot it out. They just make it not exist. It doesn't happen. And so he sees Kanga. Kanga can't. He feels like Kanga has saw him do this act. Can't exact. Kills Kanga, rips her head off, makes her not be in the 100-acre wood. In his mind, he just makes her not exist. And so her house doesn't exist. It vanishes from the 100-acre wood. And what happened to her body before that is what happens. And so she was getting water from the river when her head was removed. And so she fell into the water, and that's kind of what happened with Kanga. And then he doesn't think clearly to realize that Rue would have to go too. But when he sees you in a 100-acre wood, that's when he attempts to get rid of you, which he can do because he can manipulate the entire 100-acre wood with his mind because you're all in his head. So it's kind of like a mix of that with The Cell. Have you ever seen the movie The Cell?
Oh my God, damn. Not The Cell.
Right, yeah. So it mixes really well with it. So
we really did the humanitarian thing and ended the poor boy's suffering.
I'd just like to point out, from a viewer perspective, you have approximately 97.6% too little J-Lo. So
it's true.
Go back to
yeah.
I'd rather be D'Onofrio.
We're doing The Cell.
Yeah.
No,
hopefully you guys all enjoyed this sick, twisted thing that I made as a 1920 scenario.
This was awesome. I mean, I will say, my brain is like, I always default to like the horror tropes. So like, I don't know. I couldn't pin down what was happening here. I couldn't pin down if it was just like survival horror, like everything is bad in the 100-acre wood. But then we just started dimension hopping because you have Gopher as this fourth, like breaking the fourth wall character who can actually see like the real shit that's going on. And I felt really bad for a minute when I was like, oh, if only we had a character who can break the fourth wall. Like, but also like that really opened it up because like I feel like we wouldn't have maybe made the choices that we made without having someone at the table who could be like, okay, well, what's actually going on?
We'll
Yeah.
lead you down the wrong path.
But what's crazy, I played Gopher the first time I played this scenario, and it gets confusing as Gopher because you become equally concerned, right, with the stuff that you see over here and then what's going on back there, and you got to pop around the Huffalumps and all this other shit. I just have to say, like, Byron, there's probably an opportunity for you to put this on the Miss Catan repository, and you should.
Yeah.
I can't publish it with Gopher in it.
Call him something else.
Like I
It
said,
just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So
Woodchuck
space
or beaver.
FBR.
Woodchuck the beaver. I mean, yeah. you
Woodchuck.
What?
could.
Wait, what if?
Gopher.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
go fur.
Gopher.
It doesn't have
You
to
can
be
do it as long
Gopher,
as you don't.
Gopher.
If you don't monetize it, you should be able to do it because
Yeah.
it's a fan fiction.
I feel like without monetizing it, it's not worth doing.
Byron's like, give me the
This is
money,
kind of
bitch.
I'd rather keep it private and only do it for people that I care for.
Right.
Chantel
Learned
agrees.
anything
There we go.
about tabletop
Groundhog.
gaming and copyright from Hasbro / Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, just make sure you're copyright free because don't deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yep. Exactly. It'll get shut the fuck down with Gopher in it because
Or you'll have to pay.
yeah,
money.
Disney's got that character locked up.
Make him a
Change my name to
groundhog.
Groundhog. Yep.
I've kicked around a couple ideas to
mole.
do it without Gopher in it at all, and just kind of
It doesn't work though. Like we
it
talked
just-
about that, right?
Being able to break
Yeah.
the fourth wall, I think is just so important.
That's funny
And
too. It's
fun.
funny as hell. Yeah, it's
The
funny.
thing
as hell.
is, you could do it without Gopher, but you'd have to be so careful about like how you railroad your characters into making like certain like plot beats happen. So like you would have to have like going to
Portals in the
investigate
trees.
Kanga's house, yeah, and be like, oh, like you touch a portal and then you're taken to like the
Yeah.
next layer.
yeah, or make it that the pendant allows him to take the characters out of the 100-acre wood.
True. Yeah, like you'd have to
That-
have some like Deus
that
Ex
could
Machina
work.
in order to like
I
drive.
love
I'm
it how
gonna
you have it.
suggest stealing it, but you guys already had him like getting ready to push him into the pit. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna blow something else up.
You straight up were like, I'm gonna murder the hell out of Christopher Robin. I love that because we in our group never thought of that. We're just like Christopher Robin. He's like sacrosanct. We would
Never
never.
take a stick and hurt my friends.
There, can you
So-
talk to them about the
I
King
love
in
that,
Yellow?
though.
Did you tell them about the King in Yellow situation? I don't think you did.
No, don't go there because we might run that. So run that. So, oh yeah, but
Am I
Part two,
disqualified
huh?
if I've read the books?
No.
no,
Nope.
not whatsoever. The King in Yellow is a whole another thing. So, but yeah, so my theory, what made it Cthulhu-esque was the fact that there was an artifact that was in his attic, this old UK house. He finds it. That's what allows him to actually go inside his mind. Is the Lovecraftian pendant allows him to actually create the 100-acre wood in his mind and stuff. And so that's kind of how he did it to start with. That's how I explained it. But I can tell you that they have like Christopher Robin has been arrested and imprisoned before, and for the murder of his grandmother, which he gets put in a foster home. He's a young kid that's committed a crime. It's an accident, and
It's like a robot chicken of Calvin and
No,
Hobbes.
and he hangs out with Corey
Yeah,
Feldman.
yeah.
He hangs out with
So-
Corey Feldman and stuff. It's ridiculous. It's like
so this is the
friends.
thing. So I was trying to think of how to do a sequel for this at some point, and it was after that running of that game, and I thought to myself, I was looking on the internet, I'm looking for just crazy conspiracy theory shit and stuff. Anybody ever see the conspiracy theory that Fred Rogers was a Navy SEAL?
Yes.
oh yeah, dude.
What?
With the tattoos?
No, he was not.
No.
He was
I've not
not.
seen Navy SEAL. I've seen Green Beret or
Yeah, or Green Beret, whatever. Yeah.
It's,
So he's
Yeah.
it's not real.
Yeah.
So, but he's in front of the land they make believe, right?
Mhm.
I mean, what's
Wait,
really
you
different?
mean like Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers,
yeah.
yeah. So like, yeah,
Like
so
he
he's-
was just like double sleeved, like Navy SEAL tattoo, murder everybody.
Yeah, right? Right?
Yeah.
And that's why he
But,
wore all the sweaters?
So what if
That's why
what
I
if,
wear sweaters.
What if
Don't
there
you?
was another? What
Len?
if there was another? If there was another jacket
See?
in that closet? If there was another jacket in that closet other than his sweater and the one he wore outside, and that was his Delta Green jacket because he stands in the doorway of the land of make believe, right? And then, the trolley comes into the 100-acre wood and takes the characters out into the land of Mr. Rogers. And
I am fucking dying to play the green.
Oh,
I'm dying to see it.
but are you down for that Delta Green? That's a whole other
I'm
Delta
in it.
Green.
I'm in it right now. That's why the rule set's so good, because it's absolutely unhinged and it's so good.
So let's just say that King Friday and the King in Yellow become the same person.
It's so good.
Yeah. And Chantel's played it. I ran it at Chaosium Con a few years ago. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, dudes, thanks so much. You guys, there's been a lot of great cast members in this, game over the years that I've run it. And I first wrote this in like 2015. So it's been around for a hot minute. I've run it probably 11 times, 12 times. It's always different. I thought that you guys were perfect for the characters. Like it was easy for me to determine who was who.
I don't
Fit really well.
those aren't even
What do you
fake
mean?
teeth. Yeah, what right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yep. So that's the 100-acre wood. I hope you guys all had a blast, and you guys were all amazing. All amazing.
I do.
For sure.
Okay, wait, Mike. I did miss the.
He's like,
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to put it in there, but it's kind of a somber game. I was like, it seems like a really happy thing to do in the middle of such a somber area.
Yeah.
We're all nuts.
That's when you just lean into the chaos and you're like, Kanga's head's
I'm
over
gonna eat
there.
your face.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have taken the turn that I did with my character had it not just been for him consuming all of Kanga pretty much. Like,
Dude, I was like, God, is he
I
gonna
love
make
that.
this check? Is he gonna make this check? He's just eating Kanga's head in the thing.
As soon as you
So
said
good.
the jar was slightly off and Kanga wasn't around, I'm like, oh god, it's
I was
seven.
like, oh god, too, but we got to suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, right.
It's got it before I did. I was like, oh, that's weird. Where's
I mean, the
Kanga?
blood honey was a given, but I didn't think the head was going to be in the jar.
What's in the jar? I think I put that in chat. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Yep. Somebody did put that in there. Somebody did
That's
put
a
what's in the
big
box.
jar.
It is a big jar. Have you seen Pooh's honey jars? They're big.
Oh,
They're big. They're big. He's a big boy.
So
Oh,
Byron
Father.
and Cast, as all good things have to come to an end, I'm going to ask you to extend your four fingers and hit the button with me like this. Like, come on, just good night, everyone.